Hello, hello, and welcome back to my playthrough of Foolish Mortals. It's been a little while. I've been sick the last week. I'm still sick. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm still a little stuffy and having a little bit of a cough and sore throat, but it's a lot better. So that's good. But yeah, I've been thick. Nothing serious or anything, just a normal cold and stuff that I get, but it always lasts at least a week. And it's weird because it always goes the same way every time. It starts in the same way and it progresses in the same way and it ends in the same way. So it's so weird. It's the exact same each time. So yeah, let's see. There we go. Uh, I don't quite remember what we did last time. I think, yeah, we set her free from the spell for a little bit at least. I think from the curse. He came in, he was angry. And now, I'm not quite sure what we need to do, but we definitely need to stop him. But yeah, since she's now out of the spell, she can only stay out of it for a little while. I think he's said that the longer she stays out of the curse spell, she then gets weaker to resist it, and she'll then eventually be completely under the spell, and he can marry her against her will and get the treasure. Fucking creep. Let's see. Yeah, having broken Abigail Belmore out of her love spell, Murphy McCallan must find out how to stop the evil John Rackham before the spell returns.
So, Abigail. May I call you Abigail? Why did you try to kill me? Come to think of it, why did you try to kill me twice? Were you under Rackham's evil spell when you threw me from the balcony and dragged me into the spirit pool?
No, that was me. It took a lot of energy to escape the spell. Those were the only times I've ever managed to do it. But it needed to be done.
So you tried to kill me on purpose?
I wasn't trying to kill you, Murphy. When you came into the house, I knew what you were trying to do. Summoning the ghosts. And in doing that, you'd free Rackham. I was trying to stop you, to save everybody.
I was the threat?
And pulling you into the spirit pool? Once you'd done that damned foolish deed, I knew we needed you in the house to fix it. So I brought you here. I was never trying to kill you.
Oh, I see. I guess we had a slight misunderstanding.
Yeah, but she managed to break out of it on her own twice? Then why did they need us to break her out of the spell now?
What were those faces I saw through the broken glass?
Those are the faces I've seen every minute of every hour of every day for the last 33 years. Those are his punishment. I don't know how he does it, but it's like he can control your dreams and your nightmares. He can manifest images in your mind that don't exist, no matter how much you want to stop them.
Nightmares? So he's the one that the locals have seen wandering the house.
He was the only one who could, but until now, he could never leave the house, only manifest projections of himself beyond the estate.
Like appearing to Dr. Moray as Aloha?
That's right. Rackham was never a Loa, but he knew Moray would fall for it, hook, line, and sinker. And now look what it's led to.
So he's pretty powerful then.
You're free now. You can stop Rackham.
No, Murphy, Rackham's magic is strong. You may have broken the spell for now, but what he said was true. I don't know how long I can hold out before the curse takes hold of me again, but it will happen. I can already hear them laughing.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
What are we going to do?
I have a plan, but I need you to carry it out for me. You need to finish what you started, Murphy. You need to find the treasure of Belmore Manor. Rackham's looking for it too. You'll need to get there first.
What's so important about the treasure?
What do you think the treasure is, Murphy?
$13 million? Unaccounted for and unclaimed?
No, Murphy. The treasure is much more insidious than that. $13 million is just what my brother spent trying to contain it. Listen carefully. I need you to know something. Do
Yeah, it
you want to
wouldn't
know
make
what the
sense that
treasure
it's
of
money.
Belmore Manor really is? My brothers meant the world to me, and I missed them dearly every time they sailed away into the Caribbean. On one fateful voyage, they'd anchored in a lagoon to replenish supplies. There was a man there, so thin and weak he looked like a skeleton. He beckoned them along the beach, led them into a cave, and showed them an unfathomable pile of gold, coins, goblets, jewelry, the riches of 1,000 looted ships, topped by a wooden coffin. That coffin held a treasure more valuable than the rest put together. The skeletal man saw a shell from the beach in the hand of my eldest brother, and offered to make a trade, for he knew that the item within the coffin could not be given away. It could only be bought, or traded, or inherited. The deal done, my brothers loaded up their ship and set sail for the nearest port. But when the dockhands opened the coffin, they fled and refused to return. Inside was a black stone that seemed to glow green from within. The locals knew a legend of a terrifying pirate captain who wielded such a black stone, able to make any who resisted his demands collapse dead before him. But that had been 2 centuries ago. Surely the pirate captain should have been long dead. My brothers put so much into researching the stone, scouring the Caribbean, conducting scientific experiments, meeting experts of the occult. And it all led to one terrible discovery. The coffin stone was a cursed artifact, able to destroy a person's spirit and steal the remaining years of their life for the stone's possessor. That pirate captain, who had ransacked ships by stealing the life of anyone who dared to oppose him, was now cursed to live out every year he stole, withering and weakening without dying. My brothers sealed the stone in a vault beneath Belmore Manor. 3 keys were required to open it. My brothers each took one, vowing never to allow the stone to work its evil power. But one person disagreed.
Yeah, Rackham.
He had seen the stone and knew what it could do. The ship's first officer, Rackham. And now, he'll stop at nothing to get it, murdering my brothers, enslaving me, and killing you.
This isn't quite the treasure I expected to find.
Murphy, the treasure isn't $13 million. All that money went into researching the stone and then sealing it away where no one would find it. This fireplace
Yeah, I
is
was
the entrance
wondering
to the
about
vault
the
where
brick.
it's hidden. You see the keyholes concealed in the mantle? We'll need my brother's keys to open it.
And I guess finding the keys is where I come in?
Also, you're saying all of this. Couldn't Rackham be listening to you?
What if we just leave it sealed up? Hide the keys so Rackham can never find it?
He will find it. I don't know how long it will take, but eventually he'll find it. And I won't be able to resist the curse for that long. I need you to find those keys tonight, before the wedding.
How do I even start looking for your brothers?
You need to speak to Madame Planchette. She helped my brothers years ago, and now she might be able to help us, too.
Who's Madame Planchette?
An old friend of the family my brothers brought to our house to help them. Some people call her the Parlor Witch.
It opened! Excuse me. So, but are the brothers even in the manor? Didn't Rackham kill him outside of the manor, or no?
What will Rackham do if he gets control of the coffin stone?
Rackham fears the judgment of death more than anything. The The stone will allow him to return to flesh and blood and remain here in the mortal realm for as long as he keeps taking people's lives.
He'll keep murdering people?
Exactly. And it's easy to know his first targets. Once he has the stone, there's an entire household of lives right here, ready for him to steal, including yours and mine.
He can steal life from ghosts?
The explosion may have interrupted things, but the spirits here still hold the years of life they're owed.
Yeah.
They may never be able to use them, but Rackham will.
This house really needs its wiring looked into.
Oh no,
What's wrong?
the spell. It's coming over me again. Listen, as much as it frightens me to say it, I think Rackham might be right. Everything I do is making it harder for me to resist the spell. I don't know if I'll be able to break out of it again. I need you to do this for me, Murphy.
I will, just tell me what to do.
Madame Planchette will be the first step of 3 journeys you'll need to undertake. 1 for each of my brothers, each finished only by reclaiming their key and placing it in this fireplace.
I won't stop until I've done it, Abigail. I will beat Rackham to the treasure.
For all our sakes, I hope you're right.
I was on my own again, and baffled by the situation I'd gotten myself into. The $13 million, the whole reason I traveled to the island and then quit my job, was gone. I had every desire to wait until sunrise and get that taxi back off the island just like I'd planned. Free of magic, free of ghosts, and free of the very real possibility that I'd be joining them. But heck, plans change.
Yeah,
there
also
was
you
someone
were
I
the one
needed
who
to
set
see.
the spirits free. Least we can do is help Abigail.
May I help you?
Excuse my intrusion. Abigail Belmore told me to find you. She said you may be able to help me find her brothers.
Murphy McCallan, come in, come in. Sit yourself down and let me introduce myself. I am Madame Planchette, psychic medium, soothsayer of the supernatural, forecaster of fortunes. And you're the one who caused all these troubles. Am I right?
Things kinda got away from me.
And now, we need to get them under control. Now, how precisely can I help you?
Need to find her brothers.
I need to talk to Abigail's 3 brothers. Can we cast a summoning spell again to speak to their ghosts?
I'm afraid not, Murphy. The ghosts of Belmore Manor could only be summoned because our spirits were trapped here and hadn't moved on to the spirit
Yeah,
realm.
that's what I
the
was
Belmore
wondering
brothers
about.
were murdered months before the wedding. Each has long since moved on, however reluctantly. It's very rare for someone to come back from the other side. It can happen, but I don't think there is much chance of that here.
How can we make contact with the 3 brothers?
We need to conduct a seance for each of the brothers.
Okay.
A way to contact them in the spirit realm and learn how and where they were killed. But each spirit is attuned differently. I will need you to gather some objects in order to contact them.
Yeah, 'cause one was an explorer, one was a doctor, and one was into the occult, right? What was I gonna say? But how are we gonna find them, find the item? Is it gonna be in the rooms? 'Cause if it's outside of the manor, we can't leave the manor.
What do we need to contact Yardley Belmore?
Yardley was a man of leisure, accustomed to the finer things in life. As his portrait shows, we must read tea leaves to contact him. You must
Oh.
bring me a used teacup.
Okay, but it needs to be his teacup though. 'Cause that's how it works. The person drinks the tea and then the medium looks at the tea leaves and reads them.
What do we need to contact Xavier Belmore?
Xavier was a man of the world, a traveler across the globe. As in his portrait, it is a globe that we will need to contact him, but one made of glass, a crystal ball.
Okay. So teacup, crystal ball, and
What do we need to contact Cecil Belmore?
Cecil was a man of letters, skilled with the written word. Like the papers you see in his portrait, to contact him, you must bring me a spirit board, a sheet of letters through which Cecil may communicate.
Okay. Yes, so it's all connected to spirituality in one way or another, like reading tea leaves, crystal ball, Spirit board.
How can I find those seance items when I can't even leave the house? I don't even know what's trapping me here.
That would be Abigail.
Abigail is keeping me trapped in the house?
She was. A last desperate act to keep you here and free her from Rackham's curse. Return to the front doors, Murphy, and they will now open for you.
Oh,
Scour
cool.
the island, search the manor, and bring those 3 items back to me, and we can begin to locate the 3 brothers.
Heck yeah.
I'll start looking right away.
Good luck. And hurry. Rackham will soon know what you're trying to do. And unlike the other ghosts here, his powers are no longer confined to the house. Just one more thing before you go. I have something that may help you.
What's that? Some kind of amulet?
A necklace? What can I do with this?
Return it to whom it belongs. Now go. You do not have much time, and yet the mysteries of our entire island await.
Okay.
It was time to test what Madame Planchette had told me, and see if I really could leave the house.
Yeah.
So it was true. Right now I was living my very own ghost story, with a household of people who needed my help and a villainous phantom who had to be stopped. With Belmore Manor unlocked, the entirety of the house and island were now mine to explore. Somewhere out there were the Belmore Brothers' 3 keys. My first task, to gather a crystal ball, a spirit board, and some tea leaves.
Okay, let's see. I want to look at
It was a
this.
handmade necklace of a wooden compass broken in 2.
Oh. Huh. Okay, so where should we go? Where should we go first? I wonder. There wasn't anything else to do at the carriage house, was there? I don't think. Oh, there's the umbrella.
The parasol had landed decidedly out of reach.
Huh.
Nope.
Okay, so we can't blow some air on it. Okay. Oh! Hey!
Oh, it's you again.
Mallory, what are you doing here on the Belmore estate? I thought all the locals were too scared to wander around here.
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm having a tea party for my birthday. Happy birthday to me.
How cute. And what are you talking about with your new doll?
Our strategy for conquering mortal civilization.
Right.
It's rude not to introduce yourself, you know.
Mallory, have you been practicing
I
ventriloquism?
knew he would be
Calling me a
alive.
dummy?
You can talk?
I'm ahead. Talking is one of the few things I can specialize in.
Well, think
I didn't
technically
know
not without
Didn't ask.
without a
My
larynx and
name,
lungs.
now that you're listening, is Sir Edward Teddington, or as Miss Wisp here calls me.
Shrunken Ted.
Also, she would have to be coming to the estate because the kid in the manor has been talking to her. And that would only happen if she came here.
You're not doing very much tea drinking at your tea party.
I couldn't get a handle on the physiology of it. No arms, hands, or esophagus makes this a little trickier than it used to be.
And I am drinking it. Watch.
Not a fan?
Maybe it's an acquired taste.
But an important one to acquire. Tea was the fuel of the British Empire.
Then maybe it would be better in a gas tank.
Mallory was handling the teacup with the tentativeness of a toddler being given castor oil.
Yeah, so maybe we can give her something else to drink so we can get the
May I have a cup of tea?
Nope.
Now, Mallory, what were we saying about manners?
Oh, yes, right. How do I put this delicately? I'm afraid this is a private engagement exclusively for the Sisterhood of Darkness.
Precisely. Remember, we may be planning on enveloping the world with a new totalitarian empire led by yourself as queen, but that's no reason to be impolite. manners cost nothing. However, in this case, it is a private engagement.
Could I have your teacup if you're not drinking it?
I am drinking it. Well, I would if it didn't taste so bitter.
Mallory, you shouldn't be inside the Belmore estate. Don't you know about the disappeared wedding?
You're asking a little girl about murder, black magic, and broken hearts?
Sorry, I
Yeah.
don't want to give you nightmares.
Are you kidding me? I love this
Yeah, I
stuff.
mean, dude, she's
wrote a
sitting here
paper on
talking
it
to a
last
shrunken
semester
head.
That prompted a parent-teacher intervention.
Haven't you seen the Phantom?
The grumpy guy in the tall hat? Yeah, I've seen him through the windows of the house.
Doesn't he give you nightmares?
Sure does, but those are the kind of dreams I like.
She's such a weirdo.
Do you know Sebastian Bach?
Unfortunately,
Why didn't you tell me?
I did.
Okay, yes, you did, but didn't you think it was worth mentioning he was a ghost?
I didn't think you'd be interested. Most grown-ups just don't believe me.
So you can see
Well,
ghosts?
we wouldn't have
Ugh, I
believed
wish
you
I
either.
couldn't.
Let's be
Most
fair.
of them don't shut up, wailing through the windows all the time. Sebastian's the worst, the booger-brained big head. Thinks he knows everything.
But the ghosts weren't visible until I cast the summoning spell.
To you, maybe. I mean, they're a lot more visible now. They were just shadowy, glowy things before.
The fact that I conducted an occult spell
Ooh.
seemed to be lost on her. Knowing what I did about her, she probably did the same every day before breakfast. It was Sebastian that made you get the tin boat. He altered the toy catalog.
I knew it! Well, that's it. He's going to the top of the hit list once I'm Queen of the Universe. If you see him, tell him Poc's in for a shock.
Oh.
So, Ted, that whole time I was carrying you around in my pocket,
Picking me up and stuffing me inside your vest without even a good evening? That's the living for you nowadays. Rude.
I'm very
Yeah, I
sorry.
was
I've just never
wondering.
encountered a shrunken head that could talk to me before.
Maybe you have, and you just never introduced yourself.
I
True.
suppose, but I can't go around introducing myself to every inanimate object that I'm carrying on the off chance that they're supernaturally possessed, can I?
Did you just call me an object? That's objectification right there.
How did you end up as a shrunken head, Ted?
Can you believe this, Mallory? Asking about physical impairments just as brazenly as you like.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was a sore subject.
Well, I'll tell you anyway. Me and the old boys were embarking on a race to the Caribbean, known as the Coconut Rally. 14 days, 14 islands, with only what you can carry on your back to sustain you. It was all going so well, until day 9, when I was told to seek out a tribe of pygmies. Perhaps I got a bit lost, because the village I found was populated by villagers of average height.
Didn't that clue you in that you were in the wrong place?
I thought maybe they were just exceptionally tall pygmies. Hindsight's a wonderful thing, you know. Well, they were a
Hindsight's
very welcoming
20/20.
people, filling me up on pork and bananas, a nice hot bath in a pot they hung over the fire.
So they were
But
eating-
it turns
gonna
out
eat
they
you.
held a different philosophy when it comes to head placement and proportion. Still, no use grumbling. That's not the British way. Stiff upper lip. That's what we need.
So they were gonna eat you, shrink your
Ted,
head.
how did you end up on Devil's Rock?
I was brought back here on a merchant ship by a strange man in a top hat who settled on me as a souvenir. Can you
Right on.
believe it? The indignity of being swapped and saying I was only worth 2 chickens.
I'd say at least 3.
Exactly.
And now you're helping a little girl take over the world, Ted?
Look, I was a little late getting in on the British Empire, and now its height has passed me by. I don't want to miss out again. This is my opportunity to get my foot on the ladder of a new attempt.
More like your chin on the ladder.
Very funny. You know, I have other interests too. You really need to get to know me as a person.
My ball.
I'm very well rounded.
Of course you're round. You're just a head.
The jokes just keep coming, don't they?
Sorry, I dropped one of my fidget balls. It's these magnetic balls that are tactile. And I dropped one.
Well, I'll leave you two to your plans.
Long live the sisterhood!
Why is it the sisterhood if you're in it, dude? Okay. Probably can put something else to drink in this one then. To give to her. Alrighty. Let's... Okay, so we're here. Let's go to the beach.
The
Just
tide was
check.
still high
Yeah.
as I returned to the Causeway Beach, while the sands were now the purlieu of a rather strange gentleman jabbing at the rocks with a walking stick.
What is he trying to find?
I picked up the vacuum flask from the portable table. It was an empty vacuum flask, used to insulate drinks so they stayed hot or cold.
Oh, yeah. Is that what it's called in English? Vacuum flask?
I glanced at the book's cover and was more than surprised to read the title, Dunstan the Dinosaur, above a drawing of a bulbous yellow triceratops walking on 2 legs and wearing a bowler hat.
Is he looking for dinosaur bones?
Careful where you step.
Why?
Another one.
Another what?
A pebble. Don't step on them.
There are pebbles all over this beach. There's not many places I could stand that don't have them.
But they could be important.
It's just a pebble, my guy.
My name's Murphy McCallan. Nice to meet you.
Oh, yes. Hello. Pleased to meet you. I'm Muffy Carlyle.
Wait, I think I've heard of you. Doesn't your family run a banking firm in New York?
That's the one. Are you familiar with the Carlisle Provincial Accounts and Joint Stock Corporation?
Actually, the reason I remembered you is because I was amazed the owner had a son named Muffy.
It's a nickname. Nanny gave it to me because my ears were always cold.
What's so important about the pebbles?
It's not the pebbles themselves. It's what's inside them.
What's inside the pebbles?
Dinosaurs.
No.
I'm sorry. I think I'm missing something here. You think there are dinosaurs living inside the rocks?
Not living. They're extinct. So I've been told. But skulls, bones, fossils.
Oh, you're a fossil hunter?
Yeah, but
That's
not
right.
inside
This
pebbles.
beach seems terrible
Right?
for them.
That would be way too small. At least it would be way too small to actually be able to discover anything proper.
Why is this beach terrible for fossil hunting?
Too many people wandering across here. The place has been picked dry.
Then why
I
are
need
you
somewhere
here?
secluded. A beach no one ever goes to. Are you from around here? Do you know anywhere like that?
I'm afraid I don't.
Well, do let me know if you find anywhere.
Okay.
Pay a pretty penny to go somewhere with potential.
Oh, okay, okay.
Have you found many fossils before?
Only one. It was in our flower garden. The summer house, actually.
Fascinating. Where did you find it?
In a plant pot.
A plant pot? Shouldn't it have been in the ground?
Yes. Nanny told me she planted it there for me to find. Couldn't stand the look of disappointment on my face.
Oh,
Oh, this was when you were a child.
No, last week.
oh no! Oh, he's a man-child.
What's that book over there on the table?
That's my research text, all about dinosaurs.
A paleontology textbook?
No, Dunstan the Dinosaur.
It's a children's
Thrilling
book.
series of books for the young reader. And the reader who is young at heart. My favorite is Dunstan and the Mysterious Meteor from Mars.
It's a children's book, my guy.
Have you been out here long?
Just a couple of hours. Rufus dropped me off just after supper.
Dropped you off, but the causeway is flooded over.
I didn't come via the causeway. I got here on the yacht.
Oh, of
You have a
course
boat?
you
The
do.
Plucky Plesiosaur. I named it myself.
Oh, God.
Do you work for your father's company too?
That's right. I'm Executive Director of New Initiatives.
And what exactly does that entail?
Oh, I'm not entirely sure. to
Doing
be honest.
absolutely
But
nothing.
Papa does say it requires me to be out of the office as much as humanly possible. Muffy, he tells me, if I have to see your face around here, I'll end up moving to Tibet and joining a monastery. So even if I'm not sure exactly what my job is, clearly it is very important.
Oh, I don't know if I should feel sorry for him
Well,
or...
good luck with your search.
I'll never give up. That's the dinosaur way.
Alright, so if we find a beach that is secluded.
Life continued on in Dead Nettle, its citizens oblivious to the supernatural struggle happening on the far side of the island. Even with their predilection for local legend, I doubted they'd believe me if I told them.
Well, let's try.
Well,
'Cause he
aren't
has
you a sight
something
for
new.
sore eyes? I didn't think I'd be seeing you again, Mac. I thought you'd be swimming back to the mainland. Or, well, swimming with the fishes. How's the auditing going?
Well, I quit my job.
You quit? I thought that was the whole reason you were here in the first place.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Why you doing this, Mac? Don't you have a family you need to get back to? Away from the ghost stories?
I don't have any family. I never have. I was found.
Found?
As a baby, I was left on the doorstep of an orphanage with just a blanket and a piece of paper with my name on it. Growing up, I always felt alone, like I was missing someone who loved me. The last orphanage I was in was above a bookstore called Eerie Echoes, and I used to pick up the dime novels that got thrown out at the end of each month. My favorites were always the scary ones.
Why did you like the scary stories so much?
I felt like if I could read the scariest story I could find, it would make my life at the time seem a little less scary by comparison.
That's so fucking
heartbreaking,
sad. Yeah.
That's why I'm still here. I always wanted to be in one of those stories, and now I am. I don't have much of a past, but this is a chance to make myself a future.
Well, hope you find what you're searching for. But don't say I didn't warn you.
What if it's actually a Belmore?
I think I might know what happened at Belmore Manor on the night of the disappearance.
I've told you, Mac. I don't want to hear no more about it.
But I think I know who the Phantom is.
Murphy, don't even say the name. I've seen that aberration once, and that was enough. I saw those faces laughing at me every night for months. I won't go through that again.
Ned's fear was real. I can only imagine what 3 decades of those faces would do to a person.
It's so funny. Every time we need something new, he has something new.
Do you remember the Belmore Trading Company ever unloading a coffin at these docks?
You know, now that you mention it, that does ring a bell. Yeah, back when I first started out, the Belmore's flagship, the SS Mysterium, came back into port a few days
SS
later.
Mysterium.
Mr. Rackham rustled up a bunch of us roustabouts to help unload it, way earlier than we usually be out. Yeah, I remember that morning. Almost as much as the bonus pay we got for the early hours.
Did you find out what was in it?
I don't think we paid it much mind. It was rare, but people did die at sea back in those days. Although saying that, they'd usually be buried at sea too. I don't remember any fanfare about it, but it must have been someone important in there.
Or something. Still fishing?
You won't believe this, Mac. Squibb's record was ruled invalid. He was overheard down at Spinelli's bar boasting about how he put ball bearings inside the Pencosa to make it heavier.
What?
You believe the nerve of some people.
The despicable things they'll do.
Yeah,
It
we
means
would
I'm right
never
behind
do
you, buddy.
that.
Just one lucky catch, and I'll be bumping you down to second place.
Is that a grill you've got there, Ned?
14 hours out here will give anyone an appetite. I'm not giving up just yet, but it'll be supper time soon. You're welcome to join me.
Do you miss working on the docks?
I wouldn't give up fishing for it, but I have good memories of those times. Good, honest teamwork. Working outdoors, singing shanties, and swapping stories. Though to be honest, some of the tales they tell may have been a little exaggerated.
Catch you later, Ned.
See you around, Mac.
What could we do? Do you want this?
I couldn't do that.
Okay. Let's see if we can go talk to her
Oh,
then.
what a piece of junk. So much as a nudge and the whole thing locks up. Work, damn you!
Oh! That almost hit me.
Almost isn't good enough. A few inches over and we could have had a lovely headline about a gory workplace accident.
Well, hello to you too. I'm back.
What seems to be the problem?
The till coil snapped off and almost had my eye out.
Your eye?
Can you believe it? I try to get a story that's fit to print and instead the printing press has a fit. Why can't I get one of those electric machines like they've got at the New Orleans Post?
Because this is a small town, and that would be a lot
Can
of
I help
money.
fix it?
The press needs a new coil, but the only manufacturer is an 82-year-old machinist in Boise, Idaho. Getting a replacement will take weeks.
Well, what about the jeweler?
Can I help fix it?
Maybe if you can magic up a new coil.
Oh, whoa. Well, she disappeared there for a sec. Well,
There was no way. Besides,
Hands off, McAllen. This is delicate business.
what if... So the coil is just gone? I thought maybe it would be here, but what about the jeweler guy? Could he maybe make a new one?
Oh, look who's returned.
Yes, it is me.
good evening, Felix.
Remind me, did you say your name was Captain Knott?
My pseudonym. That's right, for marketing purposes.
Because I've been doing some research in the club archives, and it seems as though we already had a Captain Knott as a member about 10 years ago.
Oh,
That would
yeah.
be my father, Captain Knott Sr. I'll pass on a hello next time I see him.
42 years as a captain, sailed each of the 7 seas.
That's the one. More at home on the waves.
It says in the records that he's deceased.
Might be harder than expected to pass on that hello, actually.
Drowned, apparently,
A mighty struggle.
while taking a bath.
Mainly a struggle with the plug, really.
Look, I'm on to you, Sonny. When Mr. Perkins gets back tomorrow, we'll be having an investigation.
Sure.
Captain Knott, or not a captain.
And until then,
Enjoy the club.
Enjoy the club.
I filled the bottle with water from the fountain.
These are complimentary matchbooks for members only.
I am a member.
Oh, yes. How silly of me to forget.
Okay.
The bottle I was carrying would be a... I didn't need to keep it hot.
Yeah, okay, good. Oh,
Avast, mateys! Shiver me timbers! 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance, me hearties.
oh, it's open.
Yo-ho!
What on earth are you talking about?
I think your lighthouse might have lured in a loon, Moot.
I thought you were captains. Isn't this how captains talk?
Not outside a Treasure Island novel. You expect us to carry parrots on our shoulders, too?
I tried that once in my life, and all I got was excrement down the back of my blazer.
Oh, right. Good evening.
It's about time you got here. I've been waiting for you.
You have?
Darn right. Give me another sarsaparilla and be quick about it.
No, I'm not a waiter.
You're a captain? They keep getting younger and younger. Do they give you a free pair of floaties with your license nowadays?
Are you a captain?
I was, a long time ago. Captain Cuthbert Moot's the name. Now I'm the island's lighthouse keeper.
How come you're not captaining anymore?
I had a bit of a bump with a lighthouse.
If only lighthouses had some way of warning you they were there.
Yeah.
The lighthouse keeper's nostrils huffed like a bull about to charge at a matador.
After I crashed the ship, I lost my job with the Belmore Trading Company.
Oh,
What's
no.
more, I was taken off the Belmore wedding guest list.
Yeah,
I've been
well-
one disappointment after another ever since. I used to be a king of the waves. Now I'm a bigger wreck than my ship.
Yeah, but you're lucky you didn't get invited. Didn't you hear everyone disappeared?
How did you not see the lighthouse?
I was busy at the time. What are you, the captaincy board?
But you managed to keep your captain's license?
In a manner of speaking, the captaincy board has a sense of irony. After I crashed into the lighthouse, they made me take the job of lighthouse keeper to maintain my credentials.
Then shouldn't you be at the
Oh, that
fort
is
if you're
funny,
the
though.
lighthouse keeper?
Yeah, it's a dreary place, and there's a damn
Oh,
fleabag
yeah.
cat there that won't leave me alone.
It's at the fort.
Anyway, it's a clear night. If the fog comes in, I'll switch the light on. Otherwise, I'm staying right here.
It doesn't matter if it's a clear night. You're supposed to have it on every
What's wrong
night.
with the cat?
Blacktail, you see these scratch marks on my nose? The damn thing jumps for my head every time the badge on my hat catches the light.
Yeah, 'cause he loves shiny things.
You worked for the Belmore Trading Company?
Once upon a time, I was the captain of the SS Mysterium.
Such a cool name
flagship
for a
of
ship.
the Belmore Trading Company fleet. I've captained more ocean voyages than you've taken baths. I might look like I should be hawking fish sticks at a market stall, but back then, I was at the top of my game, enjoying the finer things in life. Caviar in the finest restaurants, champagne at the finest resorts, dressing in the finest tuxedos. Oh, one little bump through my whole career down the plug hole.
I take it the Captain's Club doesn't compare.
It did once upon a time. This place used to be a model of a club. Now the only thing it'd be modeling would be a cardigan and a girdle.
Alrighty then.
So you weren't invited to the Belmore wedding?
No, I was
good for
snubbed.
you.
Years of captaining their flagship, and then I get forgotten like a dirty sock. I tried to convince Mrs. Craddock to add me to the list, but she's got a heart colder than a penguin's behind.
She
I
sure
was invited to
does.
the Belmore wedding.
What? You never told me that.
You never asked. Yeah, not a direct invitation from the Belmores, but I was invited as a +1.
Who invited you?
A little lady named Tallulah LaRue,
Why didn't you go?
because she scared the hell out of me.
Yeah. She kills people for fun.
Isn't it lucky that you didn't go to the Belmore wedding?
Lucky? How by Neptune's beard could you call that lucky?
Because the whole wedding disappeared. Their lives were stolen from them, their souls trapped in a tormented house for eternity. If you'd have been there, you'd have disappeared too.
Oh, it just would have been nice to feel included. That's all.
Sure.
Is there a way into the fort?
Not without the key, and I'm the one in charge of that. Do you know the reason for the big walls, the sturdy gates, the barrels of gunpowder, and the big boomy cannons? To keep people out.
Mew, 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 mew.
Can you turn on the lighthouse beacon?
I don't know if you know how lighthouses work, but they only need to be lit up when visibility is low. As far
Really?
as I can tell, it's a clear night. So until I see fog pouring through that window, I'm not doing a thing.
Huh. I thought they were supposed to be on at night
I
no
better
matter
be
what.
off.
So long.
Guess not. Billiard player.
Good evening. My name's Murphy McCallan.
Good evening, Captain McCallan. Captain Gifford Pemberley at your service. That's right, I expect you've heard of me. Master of the Mississippi,
No.
tamer of the Tennessee, cuddler of the Colorado. Care to hit the table with me?
I'll join you in a game. What are we playing?
Billiards.
Should I set her up?
It is set up. This isn't American billiards, boy. We're playing English billiards. A fine game which requires only 3 balls. A white for me, a yellow for you, and a red we share.
I haven't heard of English billiards
Me
before.
neither.
I learned it when I toured the gambling halls of London back in 1922. It's a game with far more depth and skill than pool or snooker. Points are awarded not just for potting, but by the flair with which strikes are accomplished. More points can be earned with a fanciful shot than by a simple pocketing.
So I'm not trying to get the balls in the little holes?
Look, I think we might be a bit out of your depth with this. Why don't we keep it simple? The winner is the one who can bounce the red ball off the cushions the most times.
I can do that.
Then let's play. I'm afraid it'll have to be with dry cues. For some reason, the billiard chalk's gone missing.
I wonder how that happened.
Definitely wasn't us.
Sevens! Something to be proud of.
Oh no, am I gonna have to do this? What the hell was that, Murphy?
Threes. Too bad, Captain McCallan. It seems my standing as champion of the Captain's Club continues.
Yeah, that was crappy. What the heck was that? Okay.
That trophy belongs to the club champion. And as I'm club champion, I'm telling you, hands off.
Okay.
Empty of flowers, I could see that the window box was securely attached to the club's masonry.
Okay, but there must be a reason why we can go over here.
Nope. That wasn't going to work. Nope.
We probably, because isn't this the one next to the lighthouse keeper? We probably need it to make it look like there's...
I needed to think of something.
We need to make it look like there's fog rolling in.
I didn't have time. I didn't.
Fine then.
I couldn't talk to him from up on the balcony.
Okay. Let me see if I can talk to him again.
I had nothing else to say to Captain Moot. It was clear he wasn't going to turn on the lighthouse light until it got foggy.
Yeah, exactly. Birdman.
Hello, my name's Murphy McCallan.
Hello, chum. Looking to hire a ferry?
Maybe?
Then come set sail with Crab Macready, when a ferry's really what you needy.
Crab's breath hit my face like a custard pie.
Oh no.
A cloud of air reeking of cigarettes and stale beer.
Look,
Ew.
here's a promotional flag, so you can keep me in mind.
Thank you.
I'll treasure it.
Now, I can take you anywhere on the coast. Where are you looking to head to? Do you have a partner or an illicit liaison in mind? I do a very romantic sunset
We
cruise.
probably need money though, right? Can I not? Oh.
Is this your ferry? It looks like it's held together with spit and glue.
That's right. But rest assured, my spit is remarkably viscous.
Ew.
You find yourself aboard the Creaky Crab 2. I am her captain, Crab.
What happened to
Macready.
the Creaky
I
Crab
get most
1?
of my business ferrying over to the mainland when the tides covered up the causeway.
Yeah.
What happened to the Creaky Crab 1?
That's it over there, with its bow peeking out of the water. I was out in the bay last Mardi Gras and looked down into the inky depths. Honest to God, I saw a mermaid staring back at me. I rushed back into Dead Nettle with such fervour I forgot to slow the engine once we reached the docks.
Was it really a mermaid you saw?
Nah, turned out I'd forgot to take my wig off from the costume contest that night, and I'd just seen my own reflection.
Are you a member of the Captain's Club?
Oh, they banned me, those pompous buffoons. That Felix is full of himself.
What happened?
There used to be a club parrot called Squawkin' Hawkins, until he was taken away. Bird napped, I'd
Yeah, I
say.
saw the
See,
cage.
I'm a big bird lover. They're very intelligent creatures, and I used to try to teach him poetry. Well, Felix Greer wasn't having none of that. I think he was getting jealous that the bird had more brains than him. He kicked me out. Well, I got a little upset, like anybody would. Words were exchanged, loudly, and he told me I wasn't welcome back. The cheek of it. Kicking me out when I'm a hard-working captain. That landlubber would get seasick using a washcloth.
Yeah,
Why do you
and
like
were
birds
just
so
talking to the
much?
bird.
They're the sailors of the sky, even the ones that can't fly. You tell me, have you ever looked an emu in the eye and not felt a sense of kinship? Seen that look that says he wants to explore beyond the horizon?
Have you
I've
seen
never imagined an
emu?
emu thinking anything different to that.
I love
They
anything
look
with a
pretty
beak,
evil.
except platypuses. Don't get me started on them. Now, I take it upon myself to look after the feathered friends on this island. Squawkin' Hawkins now lives on a perch on my balcony. I have a name
Oh.
for every seagull that flies over Dead Nettle. And I look after Doris.
Doris?
Who's Doris?
Doris the chicken, over at Baxter's Mill.
Oh, yeah, I might have fed her and then taken some feathers.
I'd like to hire your ferry.
Sure. Give me a map of where you want to go and I'll see if I can get you there. I'm the best ferryman this side of the Gulf. From Baton Rouge to the Bermuda Rectangle. I'm your man.
I thought it was called the Bermuda Triangle.
Well, sure it is now. Ever since one of its sides mysteriously disappeared.
I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Okay, so we need a map. We don't have a map. Okay. No. Stay there. Go talk to the jeweler.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Good evening, Mr. Crumb.
How can I help you?
Oh yeah, he has fossils.
How come you're working so late?
Well, the wife's gone to visit her cousin Winnie for a few days. And if I stayed in my bedroom, I'd just start going loopy.
Okay.
I'm looking for 3 keys.
No, unless they're the gem-encrusted keys to a lady's heart, I don't think I can help you. I'm a jeweler, not a locksmith.
Okay.
Have you heard of something called the Coffin Stone? Jasper's eyes grew to double their size with a look of both excitement and fear.
How do you know about that?
I'm starting to think it's real.
I thought you didn't believe my tale about the ghost ship.
I do now.
Then I'm happy to tell you everything I know. Now, don't be telling anyone this, but I've read the captain's log, and the Coffin Stone was what murdered my great-great-grandfather's crew. Try telling people that a little bit of rock could allow a single pirate to overrun a galleon, and you're laughed at. But that's exactly what he says happened. 86 crew members, all killed by a magic stone. Their souls dragged from their bodies.
Yeah,
Who
that's
was
exactly
wielding the
what the
stone?
stone
A
does.
pirate called Captain Skelet. Truth be told, he wasn't much of a pirate for the first years of his career on the high seas. But almost overnight, he became the most feared gentleman ever to fly the black flag.
What happened to him?
Nobody knows.
And the stone?
Nobody knows that either. But if you hear anything, do tell me.
Oh, I know.
Are these fossils for sale?
Goodness me, you're the second person today to ask me about them.
Let me guess. The first one was a gentleman called Muffy?
I didn't catch his name, but he pressed his face up against the cabinet so hard he left nose prints on the glass. Wouldn't stop asking questions about where I found them. Seemed to think they were from here on the island. Didn't have the heart to tell him I brought them all back from a vacation in Grimstone, Arizona. Total time waster. Who was he anyway? Friend of yours?
Not exactly. His name is Muffy Carlyle.
Of the Carlisle Provincial Accounts and Joint Stock Corporation?
That's
Exactly.
You mean to tell me one of the richest men in the country was in my store? My store. Selling the finest watches, necklaces, jewelry, and rings? And all he wanted to talk about was rocks and bones? Excuse me. I feel a little faint.
But why didn't he buy the fossils? Does he only want to find them himself?
Do you think I could buy a fossil?
You certainly can, if you can afford it.
Could I take it on account?
On account of what?
On account of me having no money. I think I'll just look around for now.
I'm here if you need me.
But can we trade this?
Would you be able to polish my brooch again?
Goodness me.
Oh, you know, just the usual wear and tear.
I don't know how anyone does this much tearing while wearing. But hand it over and we'll shine her up.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Robbing a jewelry store really wasn't my style.
Then why can we give it to him?
There was no way I could carry a fishbowl full of water and a live goldfish around with me. If I wanted it, the goldfish was going to need a new home first. The neck of the bottle was far too narrow. A small glass... The neck of the bottle was far...
Okay.
A small glass fishbowl sat...
So none of those. Okay, but that's what we have to do to get him distracted then, probably. That we can
Here you go.
get the bowl? Is it supposed to
Thank
be a
you.
crystal bowl? Okay. Fort de la Mort.
It was the gunpowder barrel. The coat of arms depicted 4 lions surrounding a central flower, topped by a medieval tower.
Okay, so there's nothing to do here. Juniper's.
Returning to St. Juniper's Church, it was clear by the illuminated windows and the repetitive hum of a newly placed generator that the rum runners had made themselves at home.
Musket! Did you hear that?
Will you stop twitching, Morris? You're making me nervous.
Sorry, boss. I just don't know if we should be doing this.
Doing what?
Using a church for morally dubious activities. Theology lays out pathways and guidelines to keep us on the moral road to righteousness.
Did one of those barrels hit you on the head, Morris? Quit your belly aching. What's the worst that could happen?
I'm getting the spooks,
Getting
boss.
struck
This
down.
church has a lot of dead people. What if they don't like us being in here?
Is that what you're worried about? Ghosts ain't real. Now hush up about it.
I
I
wonder
don't know,
that
boss.
voice actor.
The scientific consensus on paranormal activity still seems to be inconclusive. I read a book about it last week, and it's really giving me the heebie-jeebies.
What have I told you about reading? It's no good for you. It gives you delusions of grandeur and indigestion.
Sorry, boss.
Just for the sake of argument, this book you was reading. What did it say about ghosts?
It said that there are 3 signs for detecting paranormal activity.
What's the first sign?
First, the temperature drops as the ghost's presence descends upon the locality.
Well then, until we start getting the chills, there ain't nothing to worry about.
Okay, so we need to make it cold.
Turning the fan off would have alerted the rum runners to my presence. Nope.
Okay. So we need to make it cold, which is probably why we need to put ice in this or something.
It wouldn't have been wise to reveal myself to the rum runners by ringing the bell.
Yeah, that's probably one of the things we need to do at the end, probably. And then one is probably turning off the lights.
I didn't need the fuse. I couldn't do anything with an empty socket. Without a second fuse installed, the dial refused to turn.
Ah, okay. Oh, hey!
Good evening, Edgar.
Ah, blast it. Not again. I go all night as the only one in this cemetery with a pulse. Then here you are bringing me 2 steps closer to losing it. What do you want now?
Just taking a look around. It's peaceful here.
It was.
So, rude.
What are you digging?
A
I
grave?
thought the cemetery could do with a swimming pool. Put out some deck chairs, maybe a tiki bar. What do you think I'm digging? Another grave?
Yeah, that was a
Who's this one
stupid
for?
question.
Reginald Goff. He was the state executioner in the next parish over.
How did he die?
His last convict was a bit nervous about being executed by the
Oh,
electric chair.
no.
When Goff asked him if he had any final requests,
Oh,
the convict asked if he could hold his hand for support.
Oh,
Shocking.
fucking idiot.
Then I've got Marigold McGee to deal with before I can clock off. That'll be a headache.
How are there so many people dying on this very little island?
What's so difficult about Marigold McGee?
She asked for her remains to be scattered across the island.
That doesn't seem so bad.
The problem is she didn't want to be cremated.
Oh. Also, I'm pretty sure that's illegal unless you have a permit.
The ghost stories
But
are
this
real.
is back in the day,
Well,
so...
I don't want to hear them. I don't like to think about ghosts.
Why not?
Because they'd be bad for business. I have my work cut out here with the dead as it is. Imagine if they came back asking for a refund.
Yeah, or complaining about how you buried them.
Has the cemetery been here long?
This cemetery is the whole reason Devil's Rock is populated. Back when the mainland was first settled, they used to ship off the bodies of undesirables to be buried here.
Oh.
Criminals and paupers. St. Juniper's Church up on the hill was one of the first structures here, along with the fort. So that's what this place became. A cemetery island. A place where only Beelzebub himself would take the bodies that were interred in its soil. The Devil's Rock.
Creepy.
Yeah.
I think the rum runners are using the church as a hideout.
What do you want me to do about it? My job description says I deal with the outside. It's the vicar's responsibility to take care of the inside. I'm just contracted for the grounds and the graves.
Yeah, but where is the vicar?
Do you know what happened to the vicar of St. Juniper's Church?
Foskett was his name. Disappeared along with everyone else at the manor during
Oh,
the Belmore
yeah, that's
wedding.
right.
Did you get
He's
along with
stuck
him?
in the manor.
No, miserable guy he was. Fortunately, we came to an understanding.
An understanding?
Let's just say that one night, I might have witnessed a certain clergyman through the vestry window. Off his head on communion wine, wearing a crinoline over his cassock, singing, "We three kings of Jackson Square, selling stockings a nickel a pair." He couldn't look me in the eye after that. The only way we communicated was through notes on the parish bulletin board. And that's the way I liked it.
And that's the way I like it. That's the way I like it.
There's a dead body over at Belmore Manor hanging from a tree.
So, what do you want me to do about it?
Shouldn't you bury it?
If it manages to wander its way over here, I'll bury it. Until then, I'm not stepping foot onto the Belmore estate. I've heard the stories about the Phantom, and I'm not risking my shut-eye to rescue a cadaver from a tree like some stuck kitten.
Do you know who the hanged man is?
Beats me. But from what I've heard, it's been there ever since that wedding night.
Yeah, it's the groom. The original groom.
I best be running along.
Goodbye.
Okay. Is there still nothing we can do with this?
I couldn't see any way to open the crypt door. Not a doorknob, not a keyhole. Whoever sealed this up intended to seal it up for good.
Okay. This open? I guess not.
Now that I'd looked upon the lifeless face of Comptroller Grimes, it didn't feel appropriate to give his coffin a wiggle. The tin was full of nothing but holes. I didn't need to warm my hands on the stove. It was already a humid night, and the fire was more useful at keeping bugs away from the shack than keeping anyone toasty.
Okay, so there's nothing I can do here so far, it seems. Can we...
I couldn't do...
Okay.
The stitching was too... Deciding the jalopy was so beat up that a little more damage wouldn't be noticed, I cut open the stitch.
What's in there?
I pulled the spring from the ripped seat cushion.
Nice. That's the way, I like it,
I didn't need to drive the car.
Okay, also, why does it look like fire here? Let's go to Baxter's Mill. Hey, chick chick, Doris!
Doris! Cluck, 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 bark.
Doris is like, what the fuck did you just call me?
Doris! Cluck, 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 bark.
She's definitely being like, what the fuck did you call me?
The wood was old and rotting. It wasn't going to be of any use. And who knew what critters might have made their homes inside the pile? I couldn't do that. I needed to think of something else.
But I feel like we need the grease. Can we set fire to it?
I didn't need to set fire to...
I see the rain. Set fire to the rain. Oh! What are you doing over there, Doris?
Doris! Cluck, cluck, cluck. Bark.
She just flies at you. Doris! Okay, Spirit Queen. Oh, it is gone.
My trek
What's
through the
that?
bayou was easier on the return. My destination glowed green through the bald cypress trees. And then I saw why. The Spirit Queen was
Yeah.
now a smoldering wreck, the embers of the green fire still glowing from within.
Where's the alligator?
I wondered if I could reach the telegrams.
Oh, there she is.
That answered that. I may have been new to the bayou, but even I knew that plunging my hand into alligator-infested waters wasn't a good idea.
Okay.
The riverboat looked like it might collapse at any moment. There was no way I was going to explore it.
Well, let's just check here, and if there's nothing...
There was nothing else of interest in the shack.
Okay. Let's go back to Dead Nettle then.
You've got one job.
Maybe this will help?
What do you think you're doing?
I fixed it for you.
I'm going to need to recalibrate the whole thing now.
You're
No
welcome.
need to say thank you.
Also, I'm pretty dang sure those are not the same kind of springs. They would have to be
You're
a
lucky.
lot
There's something fishy about you, Murphy McCallum.
stronger,
I can
the
smell a
ones that
story
go
on a
to
person
this.
like rotten eggs in an egg salad. And currently it's the 4th of July summer picnic and someone forgot to put the bowl in the refrigerator last night.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the springs for this would have been a lot stronger than springs that are from just the car seat.
I picked up the freshly printed sheet of paper.
Oh, nice. We have I was gonna say Ouija board, but that's not what it is. Spirit board.
It was a typesetter's calibration sheet.
Yeah, but now we have a spirit board.
Yes?
Hi. What are you working on now?
A clarification. A local dancer is moving off the island and looking to get rid of some furniture. But my piece asking if there was any interest in Hoochie Coochie dancer Lulu Leroy's huge chest got a much bigger response than we expected. And not for the right reasons.
Oh, how odd.
Am I right in thinking you're not from around here?
Good call, McAllen. Santa Monica, California. Born and bred. Hadn't even been to Devil's Rock before I got the job. The divine irony is that I got this job due to a misleading ad in a newspaper. Seeking newspaper editor for dynamic community, exciting stories, amazing opportunities. What nonsense. But now I'm here. Nonsense is all I have to write about.
You could quit to move back.
Why did you stay in Dead Nettle?
Yeah.
I came down with a horrible case of temporary insanity.
Health issues?
No, I started dating a notary named Jonathan. Right after
Oh.
I'd taken out a mortgage, I stumbled across his dalliances with the fishmonger's wife, the ironmonger's wife, and the cheesemonger's wife.
Oh.
Knowing his type, I decided I'd become a warmonger, and I set fire to his belongings. I last saw him picking through his charred underpants on my front porch. Now he's off in Rancho Cucamonga with some flapper named Anastasia, and I'm still financially tied to this island.
Hmm.
I'm trying to track down
Anastasia.
3 dead bodies.
A serial killer? In Dead Nettle? This could be gold. When did this happen? This morning? Last night?
No, 33 years ago.
33 years ago! That's not journalism, that's archaeology.
Yeah, well,
I think I better be going.
My door's always open. I broke the hinge earlier.
of course you did.
Hey, you can't come back here.
Sorry.
Fine. Well, we have that. Hmm. We need a map.
Of all of the papers pinned to the board, one article stood out to me. It showed the beaming face of a rotund fisherman on the docks with a headline declaring he'd just broken the island's heaviest catch record.
Oh, yeah. Hmm. Oh, there. Creaky crab one.
The fishing net was worn and useless. Using it would have been like trying to catch soup with a sieve.
Also, where's that dog? I hear it, but I haven't seen a dog.
I thought better of swimming out to the wreck. As best as I could tell, all it contained was dock mud and the future promise of an antibiotics prescription. The puppet show hadn't... If I needed more help from Crab, I was going to need to charter his ferry.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I should go back to the manor?
Then we bribe the kindergarteners and use them for espionage.
Shh, shh, shh. He's back.
Hello?
Hey, leave that alone. I'm drinking it.
I thought you didn't like it.
Maybe it's an acquired taste.
You want water?
Watering the tea down would have been just as unpalatable to Mallory, just in a different way.
Okay.
Would you like some water instead?
No, thank you. I like orange yellow soda, though. I had some with my supper down on the beach. Now here I am drinking brown leaf soup.
Oh, you had some down on the beach?
I didn't... I wasn't going to take...
Okay. Orange yellow soda down at the beach.
Do you mind if I take this?
Good idea. You can be my butler.
Okay. What
Then
do...
we stockpile.
Quiet.
I couldn't do...
What do we need a spoon for? I wonder. Poor guy. Oh.
The chalkboard was blank, presumably waiting a decorative welcome for the infernal marriage of an evil phantom to his cursed bride. Good evening, Father Foskett.
Hello again, my child.
Are you prepared for the ceremony?
In every way, except one. I still haven't found my Bible.
Shouldn't you be looking for it?
The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Furthermore, I have no idea where to look, but I would very much like to see it returned to me.
Also, why are these blinking if I can't do anything with it?
We three kings of Jackson Square, selling stockings a nickel a pair.
Oh, how drastic, no elastic, not very safe to wear. I'm sorry, I don't know where that came from.
Got an achievement for
I'd
that.
best be heading off.
May God be with you.
Leave it there, boy. I'm saving it for the toast.
Good evening, Colonel.
What?
No, thank you. I don't have an appetite.
There's nothing here, right? So I don't really get why we can go in there, but sure.
I didn't want to cut the skeleton down myself.
Really? Why not?
I didn't want to cut the
they're gone.
I didn't. Now wasn't the time to rearrange the furniture.
Yeah, well, you gave me the option to interact with it. Ooh. Why is that box open now?
As I descended back into the cellar, the lack of mechanical noise quickly revealed that the barrel lift was no longer working.
Oh, yeah, let's take it. We can put the fish in it. Yeah.
I took the chamber pot back off the machine. There was nothing large that I needed to move. I considered looking through the boxes, but doubted my immediate situation needed a set of matching crockery or monogrammed dish towels. I took one of the fireworks. The logo on the side revealed that it was called the Whizzer. I'd known a boy in elementary school with the same nickname.
Okay. What was that? I heard a creak. I don't like that.
Considered looking through.
Okay.
I didn't have anything to talk to her about. The pianist wouldn't have been.
Oh, he moved. Oh.
Do you mind if I borrow this shovel?
Oh, go right ahead. I already dug up those naughty thorns. It's funny, even when things are dead, they can still cause trouble. Just look at us ghosts.
You are one of them, my guy. Okay, we got a shovel.
Examining the overgrowth felt more like being in a zoo than an arboretum. I didn't want to get any closer.
Okay, we got a shovel. You got a lot of stuff. Lots.
I had nothing else to say to the gardener.
Okay. Well, we got an item at least.
Walking back into the ballroom, the throng of wedding guests had dispersed to their guest rooms, replaced by chairs and tables neatly set out on the dance floor. Preparations for the wedding were gathering speed like a boulder rolling down a mountainside, and I felt like I was smack in the middle of its path.
Why is there a table in front of the staircase? That makes no sense.
Good evening, Mrs. Craddock.
Chairs at the far end, tables on the left. Oh, it's you again.
Yes, it's me.
Where have all the guests gone?
To their rooms to get ready. Here I am tidying up after the waltz while they just waltz away.
How many rooms are there, though? Because I only saw 3 by... Oh no, I forgot her name. By her room. There was one that went up into an attic area, and then there was the medium's room, and then on the other side it was the 3 brothers' room. So where are all the rooms for the guests?
How long until the wedding begins?
Just a few hours. Oh, good gracious, a few hours? And there's still so much to do. I'm sorry, but I can't stand around chitter-chatting. There is much work to be done.
You seem a little stressed.
Correct. And with all due respect, and I'm sure we can both agree much respect isn't due at all, talking to you only makes it worse.
You need to find a way to relax, Mrs. Craddock.
I don't think people realize how this job takes a toll on one's health. My doctor told me I need to rethink my diet, so I've decided to go more continental, by which I mean a glass and a half of wine with each meal and polishing off the bottle before bedtime. A la Francais.
Oh yeah, that seems real healthy.
Where's the wedding cake gone?
I had to hide it.
Hide it? Why?
Somebody had already helped themselves to a slice of cake. And I bet I know exactly who it was, Mr. McCallan.
Not me.
Really?
That horrible pock boy. The knave with his hand on the tarts.
Yes,
the Queen
of course.
Hearts had good reason for her framework of justice.
Yes, it was definitely him.
I heard you didn't send a wedding invitation to Captain Moot.
Well, of course he didn't receive an invitation. He was dismissed from his employment weeks before the wedding for crashing the flagship of the Belmore fleet.
He's very upset about it. Don't years of service outweigh one accident?
Accident? I suppose you never learned exactly why he crashed the ship, did you?
Actually, no, I didn't.
We discovered that Captain Moot used to invite ladies up to the bridge after hours.
Oh.
Dozens of ladies over the years. He'd take them on moonlit cruises around the island and, goodness gracious me, paint them with no clothes on. Draped over the
Paint
ship's
me as one
wheel,
of your French
stretched out in
girls.
the rigging, dangling from the anchor. Apparently, he must have gotten a bit too carried away with his brushstrokes on the final painting, because he didn't see the rocks the ship crashed into.
Ah, that would certainly be distracting.
Indeed.
So we need to go talk to him.
I'll leave you to get on with your work.
How thankful I am for life's little blessings.
Oh, she's such a biatch. Yeah, we need to go to talk to Moot. First, let's go up here.
Abigail's ghost was once again back in her bedroom, now fully consumed by the wicked spell Rackham had trapped her in. The minutes left before he married her were falling away like dominoes.
Oh!
Abigail wasn't wearing the other half of the necklace, but from the corner of my eye, I noticed that her reflection was. The necklace I was carrying exactly matched the one around the neck of the bride's reflection. This must have belonged to the sailor. It was time to reunite it with its other half.
Ah. That's cool.
As the reflection disappeared back into the mirror, I looked at the dresser and saw that something had been left behind.
Comb.
A small ivory comb. I didn't think Abigail would mind if I took the comb with me.
What do I need a comb for? Huh. I don't think there's anything more to do here. Okay. So, oh yeah, we needed...
I needed to think of something else.
Yeah, we needed a new lens for this, didn't we?
Looking through the telescope, all I could see was a blur. I soon realized why. A telescope without a lens wasn't going to be much use.
How did I do that? Oh.
I wouldn't say I have many phobias, but spiders are definitely one of them. And after hearing about the size of the spiders living in the bayou, I wasn't about to start touching the spider webs with my bare hands.
Yeah.
I didn't need to dust.
Okay. Let's go.
Welcome back, Murphy McCallan. Take a seat.
There you go.
I found something that could be used as a spirit board.
Yes, that will work. Even if it will take a lot of concentration on my part. Cecil Belmore, we now implore. Where do you rest forevermore?
Oh, I thought we needed all 3 before we can do anything. But I guess we do it as we get the items.
I sense a hidden place. A laboratory known only to Cecil. A secret refuge for study and invention, and desperate attempts to reconcile science and the supernatural. But he's been followed. Unknown to Cecil, someone lies in wait in the darkness and is about to look at the painting.
Someone stabbed him in the back. Obviously, Rackham.
Cecil's body lies in a hidden laboratory, and you must find it. Cecil never told anyone where he conducted his work, but in happier times he created a treasure hunt for his brothers, were they ever to seek him out. That is your lifeline, Murphy. Follow the trail of clues to reach that laboratory. I sense the first clue lies in Cecil's bedroom.
Is it gonna get unlocked? Yeah! Nice. So we can do it one by one. Yeah, I thought for some reason that we had to do it once we've gotten everyone. Gotten all the items. But that makes sense that we don't have to wait, because we obviously call on one of them at a time.
I'd already carried a shrunken head around earlier that night. I didn't want to start a trend by lugging around other unnerving abominations. And I especially didn't want this one talking to me.
Okay.
I searched through the pockets of the lab coat. To my surprise, I found something. A small silver coin.
Oh.
It was an old silver coin. At its center were 2 lines of text, but they were too small to read with the naked eye.
We can go to the jeweler and put it under the microscope.
The bag was empty of everything but papers covered in an unintelligible scrawl.
Okay.
The books covered all manner of scientific subjects, magnetism, thermodynamics, chemistry, and much more, none of which I had the time or understanding to read.
Apparatus.
The apparatus looked like the handiwork of a mad scientist. I thought it was best not to mess with it. Who knew what sort of reaction I might set off? The apparatus looked...
Okay. Is that everything? Yes. Okay. It wasn't much, but we have started at least, so let's get out of here and get back into town. Yeah. Let's go here first, and then we go talk to that guy afterwards.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Could I use your microscope to look at this coin I found?
Oh, are you a fellow fan of numismatics?
I prefer the old ones.
Yeah, never mind. Go right ahead.
With the microscope calibrated, the coin's writing came into focus. It
palm
read,
of a
"Into the palm of a prince." The inscription must have been a clue in Cecil's treasure hunt. I just had to find the prince's palm he was referring to.
Into the palm of a prince.
I had nothing else to ask him.
Okay, well, let's give him this.
Would you be able to polish my brooch again?
Again!
With Jasper distracted, it was time for his fish to move into its new porcelain-throne home. Hopefully it didn't suffer any indignity at the change of residence, but then, being a goldfish, it would probably soon forget anyway.
Yeah, but now we can't look out, poor thing. And also, it's a lot smaller. Oh, poor buddy.
Here you go. I've wrapped it in a little tissue paper this time so it doesn't get dirty again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But really, sir, this many polishings in one night might be approaching my limit. I certainly understand the appeal of a good flash, but I don't know how many more times tonight I can cope with this.
Yeah, I think I'm done. So, it's okay. Tissue paper. What do we need that for? You got so much stuff and I have no idea what to use most of it for. Tissue paper. Maybe we can use that to put here and set on fire? Maybe.
Good evening, Captain Moot.
If you say so.
I found out why Mrs. Craddock rescinded your invitation. You were caught painting naked ladies on the ship's bridge. That's why you crashed the ship.
Maybe that's true, but you'd think she'd have been more understanding about the whole thing.
Why's that?
Because she was
the
one of
naked
them?
lady I was painting when we crashed.
Oh, Mrs.
I better be off.
Craddock.
So long.
Can we put this here?
Nope.
Oh.
That didn't work. That wasn't going to work. That didn't.
But we need to make it look like there's a rolling fog coming in.
Hello again, Cap.
Welcome back.
That's a very nice trophy in the corner.
Well, it didn't start out as a trophy. We needed something spherical, so we just gilded a cannonball from over at Fort de la Moor.
Oh.
Polished up like a trombone in a marching band. A lot
Must
of
be
elbow
heavy
grease
as
rendered that
frick
shine,
then.
and currently these wrists have enough lubrication for a 12-lane bowling alley.
Are you saying that's your trophy?
That's right, boy. Champion billiards player of the Captain's Club. Keeps the other captains on their toes. Or peg leg in the case of Wooden Willie.
Surely he can't like being called that.
Too true. I think his peg leg is actually ceramic, but then the alliteration doesn't work.
Okay.
Are you a famous riverboat captain?
You haven't heard of me?
I'm sorry, I don't have a lot of experience with riverboats.
Don't tell me you're one of those jelly-legged sea captains.
Jelly-legged? At least we sea captains do proper sailing, with charts, by the stars, across vast seas and oceans, hundreds of miles from land. You riverboat captains only have two directions, upriver or downriver.
Don't listen to him. He doesn't understand the perils of the riverways. I got my start in Baton Rouge. All I needed to do was teach the Mississippi that I was its master. If it wasn't going to do as it was told, it would get a damn good spanking until it fell in line.
Okay.
Have you been a member of the Captain's Club long?
I'd say so. I got my license when I was 25. When my uncle Augustus passed away, I sold his gumbo restaurant and purchased a diamond of a riverboat. I ran pleasure cruises up the waterways of Devil's Rock for years.
Are you still a captain?
Technically, but it's hard to put into practice when you no longer have a boat.
What happened?
I got a little overconfident drinking whiskey and gambled my riverboat away years ago.
Oh,
my
is
wife
your
left me
riverboat,
because she said I had a gambling addiction, but I still think I can win her back.
Yeah, it's the
Are
Spirit
you the
Queen.
former captain of the Spirit Queen?
That's the one, dear boy.
So you must be interested in ghosts.
I beg your pardon.
Having named your riverboat the Spirit Queen.
It's not named after ghosts, boy. It's named after bourbon, gin, tequila, whiskey. Those are the spirits that haunt me.
Okay.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but the Spirit Queen burned down.
Oh, what a sad day. I knew it would happen sooner or later. It was that damn fool Moray, wasn't it?
Yep.
He never loved her the way I did. She was one in a million. A personality as fierce as the
Then why
Mississippi.
did you sell
A
her?
sway when she moved that could hypnotize any man. And curves in all the right places.
Are we
Okay.
still talking about a boat? Are you going to patch things up with Mrs. Pemberley?
Oh, I'm trying. I had a bouquet of flowers delivered to her this morning.
Is there a florist in Dead Nettle?
No, I just took them out of that window box over by Moot. Don't tell Felix, or they'll end up on my tab.
I'd like a rematch at English billiards.
Thinking you can beat what I hit before? Step right up.
So what would I need to actually beat him, I wonder?
Threes.
I obviously have to do something.
The billiard table was already occupied.
Yeah, no shite.
Hello again.
Hello?
How's the club tonight?
Buzzing.
That lively, huh?
No, I mean I just had to remove a wasp nest from the gentleman's lavatory.
Oh, where is the lavatory?
Is the elevator still not fixed?
It hasn't been fixed for the last 7 months. I doubt it will miraculously start working for you tonight.
How did it break anyway?
The city council rented out the whole club one day for a meeting to discuss a new town seal. Some sort of insignia representing Dead Nettle's history and culture. Unfortunately, the mayor misunderstood the brief and showed up with a seal of the aquatic type. 2 fins, whiskers, a little tricorn hat, and the moniker Captain Snoops. Took the entire council to wrestle him back into the elevator and get him down to the docks. And it overloaded the motor. And do you know what the real cherry on top was? He got the animal wrong. Captain Snoops was a sea lion, not a seal.
What's the difference?
An I, an O, and an N.
Also, sea lions are a lot bigger.
Crab McCready told me you kicked him out of the club for teaching a parrot poetry?
Yes, that's quite correct.
That doesn't seem very fair.
You didn't hear the poetry. If I may regale you, there was a young man from Bombay. Took the slow boat to China one day. He was pinned to the tiller by a frisky gorilla, and China's a bloody long way.
I see.
Apologies if we're in
Squawkin'
disagreement about
Hawkins.
whether that sort of material is appropriate for the captain's club.
Nope. Can't argue with that. Very fair conclusion. Do you have any tips for English billiards?
Is that what Pemberley's calling it? There is one bit of advice I can give.
Oh, really?
Use the pointy thing to hit the round thing.
Thanks.
I best be casting off.
Farewell.
So, is there a lavatory anywhere? Because I haven't seen any. I don't think so.
I glanced at the ledger on the podium. It was mostly empty. The words I could see were written in such an unreadable scrawl that looked like a centipede had dipped its legs in ink and skittered across the page.
Okay. And I couldn't talk to him anymore, right?
If I needed more...
Okay. Oh.
The poster advertised billiards at the Captain's Club, with 3 billiard balls and 2 cues framing a cube of billiard chalk.
Is that why he thinks it's British billiard, because it's on this picture?
The poster advertised billiards at the Captain's Club, with 3 billiard balls and 2 cues framing a cube of billiard chalk. I decided I had more... Want me to light her up, Ned?
Not just yet, Mac. I got a bit more fishing to do before I reward myself.
Okay.
I'd had enough if I decided to...
Okay. We do have the fishbowl. Do you think we can use that? Also, in the prince's hand.
Welcome back.
The portrait had transformed to show the man stabbed in the back. Will this work as a crystal ball?
Hopefully.
Considering our circumstances, we will have to make do. Xavier Belmore, hear our cry! Where does your mortal body lie? I sense a cave on the island coast. Waves thrashing, wind howling, and two figures exploring its darkest depths. Xavier and Rackham. Rackham has lured Xavier here, promising an unparalleled expedition to the bold adventurer. But it's a trap. I sense Rackham fleeing the cave, leaving Xavier as the water rises and rises and rises. Look at the painting.
Oh, so he drowned.
Xavier's body still lies in that coastal cave. I feel much danger there, but you must get a boat and cross the sea to reach it. I sense something in Xavier's bedroom might help you locate it.
Ah, cool. So we might be going on the boat trip then. With that guy, the captain. Okay.
I have some more questions.
Ask away.
Are you the one people in the house call the Parlor Witch?
I've heard that they do. The Belmore brothers approached me to help research the Coffin Stone. The brothers did everything they could to understand it. A never-ending investigation into science and the supernatural, ranging from the Atlantic to the Pacific. To my deep regret, I was never able to find a way to destroy the stone's power. With no way to destroy it, the only option was to lock it away where no one could find it.
In the vault beneath the house?
That's right. Deep below the house, within a labyrinth of caves, where we pray no one finds it.
I like that the brothers are actually good people, that they're not secretly like wanting to use the power. That is all Rackham being the evil one. I like that all three brothers are trying to keep it from being used in a bad way. Also, I don't know why, but I really like this picture. It's just the colors of it and everything. It's really cool.
The last time I messed around with this kind of thing, I ended up releasing an evil spirit.
Yes, I sensed what happened with Dr. Moray. I'm afraid that man was lured in by theatrics and promises of power he never actually held.
It looked like he had powers to me.
Rackham's spirit had been reaching out for someone he could dupe. But Rackham was always the puppeteer. Moray had no powers whatsoever, except for those manifested by Rackham.
Makes sense.
Does Rackham have powers of his own?
I'm afraid he does, Murphy. Although I discovered that far too late, to our great cost. I like to think of myself as knowledgeable about magic, but even I'm not sure what twisted powers Rackham wielded to project himself outside of the house. He seems to have power over visions and nightmares, and use that to put his plan into action.
Is it voodoo?
No.
But the summoning spell that I cast, that seemed like voodoo.
The manuscript you carry in your pocket is far older than the origins of voodoo in this region. It is a real spell. The icons of voodoo that adorn it are merely a distraction. I suspect Rackham has a knowledge of magic far older.
So it's a forgery?
More something in disguise.
Oh, that's interesting. Something even older than voodoo.
Why couldn't he get Dr. Moray to cast a summoning spell?
A wise question. Magic doesn't work equally for everyone. Each spell depends on the person who casts it. Some spells work only for someone whose heart believes. Others work only for the person who rightfully owns the talisman. Some spells, no matter how much is invested in them, simply don't work at all. Moray was the bait, but Rackham needed someone more attuned to actually complete the spell.
I traded Dr. Moray for the Gree-Gree that enabled the summoning spell.
No, Murphy. Moray may have been the broker, but you cast your trade into his spirit pool. You traded Rackham for the Gree-Gree, the same Gree-Gree that unleashed that terrible spell on Abigail.
Tell me again, how can I find the body of Xavier Belmore, the explorer?
No.
Xavier's body, I sense.
Yeah.
I should get back to trying to open the vault.
May fate be in your favor, Murphy.
Thank you. Okay, let's go. Savior time. Ooh. Map. That's what we need.
I reached up and took the map from the frame.
Careful.
As best as I could tell, this was a genuine pirate treasure map. The island I recognized as Devil's Rock, but what stood out to me was the large X in red ink on the southern coast, marked Crossbone Cove. At least I hoped it was ink.
Room. Oh. Yeah, there we go. It's okay. I want to look at it, please. It said stuff on it. I want to look at it. Rumors of escape tunnels running from the church. The fort may alert them. Oh. Caves all along southern coast. Watch for the red light from the cairn reflector to find the bay. The Golden Goose Brigantine. Danger shallow at low tide. Oh.
It was a tattered...
Cool.
Weapons weren't my style. Besides, most of them were secured to the wall.
No? Okay.
The latch on the trunk was broken. I would have to do without whatever was inside.
Sure?
The latch on...
Can't you...
That wasn't going... I stared at the glassy black eyes of the bear rug. It didn't stare back. That was a relief.
Also such themed rooms. Okay. Yeah, I looked at everything. Okay. Let's go then. Oh, can we talk to her about her being the woman? I would love to embarrass her a little.
I had nothing else to say.
Ah, I wanted to be like, oh, so you were the lady he was painting, huh? Okay.
Then we take over the monkey bars and rename it Fort Mallory.
Ah, look who's back.
I wasn't going to...
Look who's back,
didn't need to...
back again. Look
I
who's
didn't
back.
think she'd be in... I did...
Do you want...
I didn't need to show...
Okay, I thought maybe we could trade her. Okay, let's go. We need to go here, right? So we can talk to him. Talk to the... captain. Let's see. Here.
I'd like to charter your ferry, please. I have a map here to... Huh? What's that?
Shh, shh, quiet. The show's starting.
Oh.
Signore, signori, ladies and gentlemen, the magic and mystery of the theater comes together with the artistry of the craftsman. I was going to say that. You're interrupting me. You started it. This is very unprofessional. To present to you the fantastical battle between good and evil, a struggle between right and wrong. I just said that. The timeless tale of Pulcinella. I was supposed to announce the title.
Alrighty.
Hey guys, do you think you'll be finished soon? I don't think I'd ever been brushed off by a puppet before. Great show. Maybe it's time to wrap it up? I was starting to dislike these guys.
Huh. What should we do? Set them on fire.
I didn't need to set fire to that.
You sure?
That wasn't going to work. I couldn't do that. I didn't need to cut that.
You sure?
Hey guys. I was starting to dislike these guys.
Yeah, same.
Hey guys. I was starting to.
Yes, let's just back in. Dude, can't you take me somewhere?
Excuse me?
These two crack me up.
About the ferry hire.
Yes, I'm afraid the ferry's engaged at the moment.
Because of the
Oh,
puppet
come
show?
on.
You got it. My favourite part's when they hit each other on the head.
Ah, come on.
Excuse me, Crab? The ferryman's eyes looked past. He clearly wasn't going to talk to me while two rags on sticks were dancing around.
Huh. What do we do then? Give them...
I needed.
What do we need for them? Make them wet?
That wasn't going to work. Two pu-
You sure?
I didn't.
Okay. Can we just
Crossbone
go?
Cove lay at the bottom of impassable rocky cliffs. If I wanted to reach it, I would need to get there by boat.
Yeah, I thought so.
I had nothing else to say to Muffy. I peered into the tide pools, but all I could see was pebbles, sand, and seaweed.
Okay.
There would be no way to cross the causeway back to the mainland until the tide had gone down. Doris! Cluck, 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 bark. That didn't work.
Also, who wants a comb? We have so much stuff. I have no idea. We need to get stuff cold. But I don't have anything. Also, the engraved coin.
I couldn't see it. Whoever see. Nope. I thought I'd leave Ed.
But I was thinking maybe there's a prince out here or something?
I scanned the headstones for anything of note, but didn't know what I was searching for. That didn't work.
Okay, let me look it up just to get it going a little bit. Let's see. Oh, okay. I did not think about that at all. So we go here. And go over here and we get the molasses to sweeten the tea.
I dunked the teaspoon into the molasses.
Did not think of
Then
that.
we hypnotize.
Oh, we've...
What did you just put in my tea?
Try it now.
Careful, Mallory.
Yeah,
Could be
I was about to
poisoned.
say,
Does this
poison.
dope look smart enough to brew poison?
Good point.
Excuse you?
You'd probably give it a taste test. Bottoms up, my girl. Drink on.
Mmm. Hey, that tastes pretty good.
I thought you'd like it.
Sure did. I drank the whole cup.
You're welcome.
Let me clear this away for you.
Good, Butler. You shall be spared the dungeons.
Sure. Okay, we got that. Let's go.
It was strange to think that I'd been supernaturally trapped within the house, and that despite that, I felt compelled to go back in.
Well, we have to if we're gonna figure everything out and help everyone. No, wrong way. Need to give it to her first, and then the next door will open.
Welcome.
Wonder what this one is gonna look like.
I've brought you the tea leaves.
But technically, she will now be...
Wonderful. That will work to contact Yardley. Be quiet now, Murphy. I
But
need
she
to
will
concentrate.
now be reading the future of the little girl. 'Cause it's
Yardley
her
Belmore, heed our plea. Where was your life stolen from thee? I sense a crypt, deep below the ground, where Yardley, unknown to him, has been drugged among alcoves of the dead. Yardley is still alive as brick by brick. He is being entombed within the crypt. The drug may wear off, but he has no means of escape. Trapped! Look at the painting!
So buried alive. Starve and die of dehydration.
Yardley's body is still bricked up inside that crypt. The sanctuary crypt. You must find a way inside. There is a tunnel, once used for safety, but now used for salvation. Something in Yardley's bedroom will help you.
Okay. Let's go then. This is a fucked up way to kill someone, drugging them and putting them, bricking them up inside of a tomb to die slowly. All this is one hell of a room.
Looking good, Murphy.
How the hell does he sleep in this room?
The machine looked ready to operate. All it needed was a blast from the tanks.
Blast from the tanks? What do you mean?
That didn't work.
What do you mean blast from the tanks? Oh, this?
I opened the tap on the gas tank. Nozzles hissed, a cloud of cold mist billowed out, and from the machine came a
Yes.
smattering of dry ice.
We need that.
I collected the dry ice in the flask. That would keep it from melting, at least for the time being.
Yeah. Nice.
The chest contained only a myriad of theatrical costumes, not one of which I wanted to wear around the island.
Okay. What about the book?
I had more urgent things to do than cozy up with a book.
Come on.
I had more
What
urgent
if-
things to do than cozy up with a book.
What if it tells us stuff we need to know in the book? Murphy. Okay, let's go back to the church. Oh. She's coming for
Hello
you,
again, Sebastian.
Oh, it's you again.
Not playing hide and seek anymore?
I've outgrown it.
Sore loser, huh?
I didn't lose. You cheated. Anyway,
So
I've
did
moved
you.
on to this now.
A paddle ball?
My mum found it for me after I told her I wasn't getting the tin boot I wanted for my birthday.
It's not even your birthday.
That doesn't matter. Anyway, what? Bet you can't do this.
The little brat had me there. Like hula hooping, unicycling, and stilt walking, my facility with a paddle ball was on par with my ability to do other completely useless party tricks.
Okay.
Shouldn't you be getting ready for the wedding?
I'm not the page boy anymore. I've been demoted.
How did that happen?
Well, before I started playing with this paddle ball, I found a marble in one of the bedrooms. A super-sized one, perfect for bombing.
Whose bedroom?
One of the guest rooms. Mr. Beaumont's, I think. He's certainly lost his marbles.
What did you do with it?
Like my dad taught me, I'm keeping Mum on that one. All I'm going to say is that it was a big mix-up. Mrs. Craddock must have had her sense of humour surgically removed.
So, you think you're good with that paddle ball, huh?
Better than you'll ever be. Just name a trick and I can do it.
Bet you can't do the paddle ball with one hand behind your back.
Oh yeah? Watch this.
Is that supposed to be?
The kid wasn't just going to let me cut the string of his paddle ball.
Well, I don't have any rope to fuck with him.
I didn't think he'd be interested in that. I needed... Hello, Sebastian. Bet you can't do the paddle ball standing on one leg.
Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
Hello, Sebastian. Bet you can't do the paddle ball with your eyes closed.
Look and learn.
Can I do it now?
I didn't want to damage the furnishings. With Sebastian's eyes closed, I took out my scissors, and when the timing was right, snipped.
Hey, what happened to my paddle ball?
The ball just snapped right off there. Maybe you need to practice a bit more.
I love that.
With any
we're
other
just
child, I'd
fucking
feel
with this
guilty.
kid.
With Sebastian, it felt like evening out the cosmic balance.
Yeah.
I bet Mallory was behind this.
He's just a little fucker. Did the ball go in here? No? Okay. Uh-huh. Rubber ball.
I picked up the red rubber ball I'd cut from the paddle ball. It looked like a clown's nose.
Huh. We have so much stuff. Okay, let's go. I'm just gonna talk to her and see if she has anything to say about the kid.
Hello again, Mrs. I heard you had a run-in with Sebastian Bach and his marbles.
Oh, goodness gracious. You must be talking about the marble he found in Mr. Beaumont's chambers, I presume.
That's right. What happened to it?
Well, that little deviant was supposed to be making himself useful as a page boy by watching over Mrs. Pritchett, our most elderly guest. Instead, with a single flick, Sebastian managed to bounce his marble off the skirting board, ricochet it off the chandelier, and land it right on top of Mrs. Pritchett's hairpiece.
Well, kids will be kids, I suppose. As long as you got the marble back.
It wasn't a marble at all. It was Mr. Beaumont's glass eye.
Oh.
And you know what he said? He said he was keeping an eye on her like he was told.
No.
I'll leave you to get on with your work.
How thankful I am
But-
for life's little blessings.
Yeah. Where are those people, though? Because there's no rooms I can go to. And it seems like that kind of... is supposed to be significant? Oh, no, wrong way. Yeah, I don't think there's anything more, so let's go again. Here we go again on my own. Walking down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter, I was born to run. Okay. Oh, no, there. It's cold. Ooh. Sorry for all the sniffling.
I'm getting the shivers, boss. It feels like I got a brain freeze, and I ain't even slammed down a snow cone.
You don't got a brain to get froze. It is feeling chilly, though, ain't it?
That's the first sign of ghosts, boss.
Don't be a crybaby. But just for safety, what's the second sign of ghosts?
Yeah, what's the
Ghost's
second?
presence begins to interfere with the electric fields. Most commonly seen manifesting as flickering lights.
Yeah, we need to fuck with the generator. But we don't have a fuse.
I scanned the headstone.
How do you not know what we're looking for? We're looking for... Or is it this?
I couldn't see any way to open the whoever sealed this up.
We're looking for...
Good evening, Edgar.
What was his name? Cecil? No, that's the second brother. It was Xavier, Cecil, and... yeah.
Is that the sanctuary crypt in the hillside?
That's right. Must be the oldest crypt in the cemetery.
Is there a way inside?
Not that I know of. I've never been in there. I don't think it's been used for centuries. There's a local legend that a tunnel runs into the crypt from the church. An old escape route. But if it's real, I've never found it.
Yeah, so that's where we need to get it. We need to get them out of the church. So, excuse me. So that we can find the secret
What's that
entrance.
carving on the front of the sanctuary crypt?
Beats me. Just a fancy schmancy decoration, I assumed. But
No,
now
we
that you
saw it in
mention
the church.
I do think I've seen that pattern somewhere before.
Yeah, the stained glass in the church.
I best be running along.
Goodbye.
So if we look at it now, does it...
I couldn't see any whoever.
No. Okay, yeah, no, it's the stained glass in the church. I'm pretty sure. Can go check it out. Oh. Wait, what happened? Oh no, it just closed. Oh no. Oh no. When's the last autosave? Okay. Have I done it though?
If the rum runners realized I was inside their hideout, it wouldn't have impacted webs.
Stop making noises, Morris.
It wasn't me, boss. Do you think it was?
What did you say the second side of paranormal activity was?
Flickering lights, boss.
Yeah, okay.
I couldn't risk going up to the window while the rum runners were around.
Yeah, but that's it at least. Okay, let's go back out. Did it remember this or no?
I looked to the bottom. Good evening, Ed.
Ah,
Is that the...
that's right.
Is there a...
Not that I know. There's a body.
What's that?
Okay.
I best be...
Good.
I'm also going to then save. Yes. Okay. Okay, so we need to find a fuse. A rubber ball.
I needed to...
Steering wheel.
I tried to turn the bolt with my hands, but...
Oh. I didn't even see that. So we can take the thingy. What do I do with that then? Oh, I just figured out what we're doing with the rubber ball. We are going to Dead Nettle. And we are going here to try the billiard again.
I had an idea. One that required skill, subtlety, and finesse. Or at least the ability to hurl a billiard ball through an open doorway. Yoink!
Did you just touch the table?
Absolutely not.
Where did that land?
Ow! Who threw that?
Oh, did it land on the puppet people?
Hello again, Captain.
Welcome back.
I'd like a...
Thinking you.
Also, he was staring right at it. How would he not see us taking it and switching it?
I don't believe it. I've never seen 14s before. You must have arms like the coupling rods on a steam train.
A blessing and a curse, as I've discovered more than once to my own cost. But I don't like to boast. Does this mean I win the trophy?
I'm afraid it does, but you need to bring it back next Wednesday for the potluck. We'll have a rematch then.
Okay. What do I need it for, though?
With my newfound title as club billiards champion, it was time to claim my trophy. It was the trophy I'd won at the captain's club. A gold-plated sphere of solid metal in the shape of a billiard ball.
Yeah, but what do we do with it? What do we do with the drunken sailor? What do we do with the drunken sailor? What do we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning. Hang on. Can I? No. Okay.
Perhaps it was the piratical air that brought to mind the mimicry skills of a parrot. If Squawkin' Hawkins could do it, maybe I could give it a try.
You're speaking over my lines! I'm not speaking over your lines. You're adding in lines that weren't in the script!
Do it again.
That seemed to get one of the puppeteers riled up. I wondered if I could do the same for the other. That seemed to get one of the puppeteers riled up. I wondered if I could do the same for the other.
Okay.
I didn't need to... I needed to think of something else.
I thought maybe you could make this sound with this. What else? What other sound could we?
Remembering my childhood days, I wrapped the tissue paper around the comb to form a rudimentary kazoo.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Non ci posso credere. That was my moment. Your moment? We agreed in rehearsals that this scene would be about me. Che cosa? I did no such thing. You did it again! Mamma always told me you'd try to upstage me. Che pazza. Mamma told you that. She always told me I should go solo. Right, that's it. I quit. You quit. I quit first. You'll never work in this town again. Work in this town again? We only arrived this morning.
Oh, really?
You sabotaged the show.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just...
That was hilarious. I liked it when the puppets fight, but I love it when it's the puppeteers.
Glad you enjoyed the show.
Could I borrow those instruments you used? If they come back, I'd like to direct the encore.
Sure. I doubt I'll have much more use for them.
Yeah, get them out of my inventory, please. Okay, and now...
Could you take me to Crossbone Cove?
Well, look at that. That's quite the dangerous destination. Do you know how many boats have crashed against the rocks along that coast?
Does that mean we can't go?
Oh, sure we can. But it'll cost you.
How much?
Boat charter, insurance, perilous route supplement, double pay at this time of night. It's gonna cost you at least $50.
$50?
Plus tax. Let's call it $75 total.
75?
But listen, I'll give you private hire of the ferry for the rest of the night.
I don't have that much.
No problem. Just get back to me when you do. As I say it, you've got no other choice. Ain't no other ferry around at this time of night.
Actually, Private Island. We can talk to him.
I had nothing else to say to Muffy.
Really?
Did you say you were looking for a more secluded beach?
Oh!
Yes, that's right. Have you found one?
Look at this. Further along the coast is a bay called Crossbone Cove.
It was in the background. Oh, I forgot what his name was. It was something R. Ratchet?
Does sound very
Racket?
bony. How do we get there?
There's a ferryman in town named Crab McCready who can take us to Crossbone Cove. We just need $75 to cover the charter fee.
Oh, absolutely. I can spare some of my allowance. Let me write you a check.
Oh, really? I thought you were gonna take us on your boat. Oh, okay.
It was a signed check I'd been given by Muffy Carlyle, the fossil hunter, to charter a ferry to Crossbone Cove. It was a...
Yeah, 1933.
That should cover it.
I'll go charter it at once.
Okay, let's go. New location, here we come. So we can go there anytime we want then, because he said we were getting him for the whole night.
I needed to think of something else.
Huh? Give it to him.
Will this cover the ferry payment?
Oh, I didn't think you'd get that much. Sure it will. Who's this Carlyle guy?
Oh, he's coming too. He's funding the trip.
Well, he gets a promotional flag too.
Okay.
Gee, thanks.
Consider this ferry chartered.
Do I
Thank you
just
for
keep
placing
both?
your trust in the Crab McCready Ferry Company, despite all the reviews. Now, once your compatriot is here, we can cast off. Pen that map up inside the cabin, will you? It'll be a tricky voyage to Crossbone Cove. I haven't sunk yet. This month.
So we were off, captained by a man whose body composition had more alcohol in it than a bottle of vodka. And yet, he navigated like a seasoned dancer,
Look at
pirouetting
that.
through the treacherous currents with
Behind
a
the
drunken
fortress.
grace, all the while sipping from a flask that smelled stronger than window cleaner. Crab, I can't complain about your captaincy skills, but I've got to ask, how did you get through those treacherous rocks with so much alcohol in your bloodstream?
Murphy, if I didn't have the alcohol in my bloodstream, I wouldn't be going anywhere near those rocks in the first place.
Yeah, I figured. Oh, so now we have 2. Okay.
Hello again.
Hello, Murphy.
Isn't there supposed to be a cave here?
Looks like there's been a rock slide. Not unusual on this side of the island. The Caribbean hurricanes hit these coves with full force.
I'd like to head back.
No, 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 no.
I'll stay here.
No.
Come back for me later. I'm not leaving until I find a fossil. That guy's elevator doesn't go all the way to the top floor now, does it?
No.
Up aboard, Murphy.
No, 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 no.
Hello again.
Hello, Murphy.
What was that?
A bastardization of the Commedia dell'arte. You know, I don't even think they're Italian.
Probably
Shave the
not.
moustaches off, and they look exactly like 2 guys I saw down at the Absinthe Bar a few weeks ago.
Do you think they're really locals?
Worse than that, I think they're Floridians.
Does anyone else perform here?
On the Plaza del Pez? Oh, sure. We're plagued by performers. Last week, some guy painted himself silver, shoved a steel rod up his sleeve, then stood there pretending he could float on air.
Sounds magical.
It wasn't magical when Mrs. Grotke took a tumble and tried to steady herself on him. Knocked the guy right into the bay. He might have been able to float on air, but he sure couldn't float on water.
Are you not a fan of the theater?
Quite the contrary. I dreamed of one day treading the boards, basking in the limelight.
What would your act have been?
Hypnosis. Ever since I was a boy, I would practice for hours, honing my hypnotic stare.
Were you any good at it?
I don't know. I never tried it out other than in the mirror. But anytime I hear a bell ring, I do start clucking like a chicken.
Really? Does that have any outcome for me?
Have you ever auditioned for the local theater?
At the Calliope? No, I can't say that I have. I always felt that the innate connection between the performer and the audience was disrupted by the proscenium arch. An actor should get out among the spectators. It's simultaneously a symbol and a reflection of the society they find themselves in. A commentary on the bourgeoisie that belongs within the everyday experience, not locked away behind an entry fee.
And you think that can come across in street theater?
Of course. Unless you're a mime, and you just look silly.
I'd like to head back to Crossbone Cove.
Yeah, please. Okay, there we go. Anytime you hear a bell, huh? Well, I don't have a bell, so... where is... Oh, he took the map, didn't he? It was something about a cairn. So, and this is a cairn. Oh, there's an X here. Probably from this or something. No, this is just
I didn't want to disturb the rock pile. I might have made it collapse. The rowboat had no oars, and more importantly, no structural integrity. It wasn't going anywhere. Hello again, Muffy.
Hello, Murphy.
Muffy and Murphy.
Any luck finding those fossils?
Nothing. I'm beginning to think this island doesn't have any fossils.
Have you found anything at all?
Only these.
Something for me?
Oh my goodness,
Diamond
Muffy! Those are gemstones! Rubies, emeralds, sapphires? This might be genuine pirate treasure.
But they're not fossils, are they? They're nothing more than baubles. They're not the
Well, I can take 'em.
footsteps of ancient behemoths, the skeletal remains of the kings of the prehistoric world. I'll have you know, I'm not conducting this exploration for financial gain, but for the love of dinosaurs. Here, you seem rather entranced by them. You can have them.
Yes, please.
Gosh, thank you, Muffy.
What I do with those, I don't know, but hell
What do you think
yeah.
of Crossbone Cove, Muffy?
I feel like a real explorer out here. Such daring and tranquil isolation. Inaccessible. Miles from civilization.
It's nice to get away from it all, isn't it?
Just the place to build a summer retreat, I'd say. A manor on the cliffside, a pier for the yacht,
No.
a road for Rufus, my driver, a few cottages for the staff. Then I'd be able to enjoy the isolation properly.
Yeah, no, you are the people that destroy places.
You haven't seen a cave around here, have you?
I'm afraid not. Why? Have you lost one?
It appears so.
Well, don't give up. Things are always in the last place you look.
Good luck with the fossil hunting.
I'm close. I can feel it.
There was a handful of multicolored gemstones. Undoubtedly pirate treasure.
What do we do with them, though? What do we do with the broken sailors? Sorry.
At the far end of Crossbone Cove, all I came across was a wall of rocks and boulders. It seemed the cave I was after had gone missing. I couldn't see...
Can we use this?
I couldn't do that. Blowing my way in was a good idea, but I was going to need a lot more artillery power than a handful of gunpowder. I needed to think of something.
Okay.
I could...
Yeah, so I need to use the cannons, probably. Okay, let me see. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Let's go do that. We can get the fuse from the fuse box in the cellar at Belmore Manor.
Hello again, Crab.
Hello, Mer.
Do you think there's a way into the cave?
That has to be 200 tons of solid rock. The only way you're going to get through there is by blowing a hole in it. And I'm afraid the Creaky Crab 2 here is too small for artillery.
Yeah, I think we need to do it from here.
Do you think there are any fossils on this beach?
Bones? Here? Nah, I don't think so. You see, most of the rock is igneous. It doesn't have the right sedimentary process and stratigraphic considerations. You need to have a thorough understanding of geologic timescales and the depositional environments present in a particular era to fully grasp why fossils wouldn't be found in rock formations like these.
How are
I
you
didn't
so
expect
smart?
you to know so much about
Yeah.
geology.
Most people don't. Skills like that, you keep close to your chest. Never know when they'll come in useful.
Sure.
What do you think of Muffy persisting in his search?
Well, everybody needs a hobby, right? I collect rubber ducks.
You continue to surprise me, Crab.
Rubber ducks.
What's that tower of rocks across the beach?
Ah, there's a cairn. Probably built centuries ago.
What was it used for?
The cairns were used by pirates as markers. You see, with all these coves and caves along
No,
the
I
coastline,
knew there were
it'd be
markers, but
easy
not that
to
they were
lose track of
pirate
which one
markers.
held the booty. So they'd stack up the rocks and put something reflective on top, like a shard of metal from a broken cutlass or a handheld mirror. Then, as they'd sail the coast, they'd shine their lanterns across the beaches, and if they saw something reflect back, they knew that's where they'd hidden the stolen loot.
Do you think the cove still has treasure?
I don't think so. What's the point of hiding gold and jewels if you don't come back to collect and spend them?
So pirates used to use this beach to stow hidden treasure?
I heard this one was used by Captain Crumb.
He's related to Jasper Crumb, the jeweler, isn't he?
Hard to believe, isn't it? One of the most vicious pirates to sail these seas. Until he got the wind knocked out of his sails. How a bloodline can go from a man who would cut through a dozen men for just a single doubloon to a man who came off worse in a fight with a budgie is beyond me.
What knocked the wind out of Captain Crumb's sails?
Some say it was a ghost ship.
Yeah.
Personally, I think he must have had a midlife crisis.
No, it was
Tried
a
to find
ghost
something
ship.
more fulfilling, like crochet or watercolour painting. All that swashbuckling would wear anyone out.
With that,
I'm going to...
Good luck!
Hang on, can we put these
I
on top?
didn't want to lose the gemstones by pouring them onto the cairn.
Okay, what about this? Was either or. I was thinking this one, but...
I balanced the brooch on top of the cairn. Its
Yeah.
reflective jewel facing out to the horizon. If
Yeah.
pirates could make use of this, maybe I could
So
too.
now we can see it from here, right? When we finally get in here, we can see the reflection of this and know where to shoot. I'm guessing that's what we're gonna do
Hello
at
again,
least.
Crab.
Hello.
I'd like to head back to Dead Nettle, please.
Yeah, take me
Up
to
aboard,
Dead
Murphy.
Nettle. Yeah. Should I go talk to him again, or?
Welcome back.
Good evening, Mr. Crumb.
How can I help you?
I've been to Crossbone Cove. I was told your great-great-grandfather used to use it to store his loot.
You made it there and back in one piece? If you're pulling my leg, you'll need to be careful, because my hip's been dodgy for years.
Oh, really? I hired Crab McCready to take me there in his ferry.
Now I know you're fooling me. Hiring Crab McCready. I've never heard such lunacy. Nobody with an ounce of sense would let him captain a quiz team, let alone a journey out along the southeast shore.
Well, I did it.
I think I'll just look.
I'm here.
Look.
I've got something to sell that I think you'll be very interested in.
Wonderful. What is it you're selling?
These are genuine pirate gems. They were discovered at the treacherously inaccessible Crossbone Cove, where they must have laid undisturbed for 2 centuries. Just imagine their history. Fierce ship battles, sword fights, X marks the spot. They must be priceless.
That's a very exciting story, Murphy. But I'm afraid what we have here is glass.
Yeah, it looked like glass.
Yes, sea glass. Bits of bottle or a broken lantern, perhaps. They fall into the sea, then get smashed up into little pieces by the rocks. The tide wears them down until
Yeah,
you end
make
up
them
with
smooth.
pretty little polished pieces like this.
Does
Yeah.
that mean you're not going to buy them off me?
I'm afraid not. But they are pretty. I'll tell you what I'll do. Have a look and see if there's something you'd like to trade them for. Does that sound like a deal?
Sounds like the best deal I'm going to get.
Yes.
Could I trade the sea glass for one of these fossils?
Certainly. I think that's within your price range. Which would you like?
The swirly one at the front would be great. Thank you.
Nice. You're obviously gonna place that so that Muffy can find it. Muffy.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Thank you. Okay, nice. Let's go to the manor then.
It was strange to think that I'd been.
Hang on.
Then we blackmail.
Loose lip.
I did.
Oh, okay.
The tea. I didn't.
Okay. Just wanted to check. Let's go. Yeah, the basement. Where did they go?
Looking at the fuse box, it was clear to see why the barrel lift no longer moved. The fuse had blown. With questionable regard for my own safety, I pulled the damaged fuse from its socket.
Yeah. Nice. Let's go. So, before we leave, is there anything I need to talk to them about? He doesn't hear anything,
Good
right?
evening,
What?
Yeah.
I think he.
Good evening, Father.
Hello again, Mike.
Do you know anything about the Sanctuary Crypt?
Oh, I certainly do. History is a bit of a passion of mine. When Devil's Rock was first colonized, the only inhabitants were the monks of the church and the soldiers of the fort. The monks provided luxuries like woven blankets, carved utensils, and certain brewed drinks. In return, the fort defended the monks from raids.
By pirates?
Yes, but also by the European powers in the Caribbean. Their final line of defense was a hidden escape tunnel. According to legend, the fort had a beacon atop its tallest tower. If it was lit, The light would shine through the church's rose window, and the monks could open a secret passage and retreat to safety.
Ah.
How did they open the secret passage?
Now, there's a mystery. I spent decades in that church and never found a trace of it. Of course, the beacon was never lit while I was there. It hadn't been for hundreds of years.
Yeah, I was thinking the
The
lighthouse.
secret passage still open if the lighthouse was lit?
I can't say I know. Maybe. It would be worth trying. It's an electric light now, of course. But I haven't the foggiest if that would make a difference.
Okay.
Who installed the electric light on top of the fort?
That was Cecil Belmore. He
Oh.
was blessed with electrical ingenuity. I was told the lighthouse needed to be upgraded to handle the ship traffic coming into Deadnettle for the Belmore Trading Company.
Ah.
I best be heading off.
May God be with you.
Okay. That's nice. So we got, so we need to get to the fort both to use the cannon most likely and we also need that guy at the captain's place to think that there's a fog coming in so that we can get him to leave and go to the lighthouse, which probably will open it for us as well, I guess. Hopefully. Oh no, I didn't mean to go in. I need to go here.
If flickering lights were what would scare the rum runners, it was time to do some rewiring. I turned the dial to redirect the electricity through the faulty fuse.
Yeah.
Boss! The lights are flickering!
That's gotta be a coincidence.
Or a sign of ghosts!
What did you say the third sign of paranormal activity was, Morris?
The tolling of a bell!
Oh, well, that's easy.
If the tolling of a bell was the third sign of ghostly activity, it was time to ring in the witching hour.
I've been having my eyes on this for a while.
A chill in the air. Flickering lights. The tolling of the bell.
Do you think it's...
Ghost! Run for your life!
Yes, run! Run for your lives!
Start, you blasted car!
Wait, where did the thingy go?
Why are we not moving, Musket?
Because out of that long line of automobiles on Delancey Street, you decided to steal something less reliable than a politician's promise! Start, you rust bucket!
It started, Musket.
There we go! And now, we floor it!
Where did the handle thingy go?
We crashed, Musket.
I can see that we crashed, Morris. Well, there's only one thing we can do.
What's that, boss?
Run!
For our lives!
Okay. There we go.
I picked up the starter crank from the jalopy seat.
Nice. Anything else I need?
I didn't need to drive the car.
Okay. Let's see then.
I decided to leave the fan running. The collection plate was empty.
Pew! Pew pew pew!
Now wasn't the time for a sit down.
And you had to walk all the way around to say that?
I didn't need any more rum.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was rum. Why did I think this was
If the statue held any secrets,
Filled
I couldn't
with-
decipher them.
gunpowder?
I couldn't see anything to do with the statue.
Okay. Stained glass
The
window.
window is even more beautiful in person. A adorning the altar
Oh.
below it like a crown. And that's when I noticed something. Below the window was a cross-shaped indentation in the wood that made me think something was missing.
Yeah, and
The church and the fort must have had some meaning to them.
in the light find the cross, for it shall bring you safe passage. Okay, so if we get this running, this should shine on a cross then that we can put in here and it will start it up.
Taking the book, I
Or start
realized
it
it
up,
was an
open a
old Bible
passage.
with a thicker layer of dust than a nudist's summer wardrobe.
Yeah, we know who owns that. Okay. Starter crank though. Huh. Oh, Vicar. We have your Bible.
Is this the Bible you've been looking for?
My word, that it is, my boy. Oh, where did you find it?
Fallen down the side of a cabinet back in St. Juniper's church.
People do say they find faith in the most unexpected places, but down the side of furniture is certainly one of the most common. I'm most indebted to you. Is there anything I can give you to show my appreciation?
Actually, I did have my eye on that crucifix you're wearing.
Ah, are you looking for spiritual guidance, my child?
Absolutely. Particularly if it guides me to something hidden in St. Juniper's church.
Then I shall give it to you with my deepest thanks.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I forgot he had a crucifix around his neck.
Let it guide you to where you want to go.
Thank you.
I had nothing.
Now I am off.
What a relief. My Bible returned to me. Why, if I hadn't gotten it back, we would have had to cancel the wedding.
Oh, come on now. Okay.
The crucifix slid smoothly into the indentation, like the final piece in a jigsaw puzzle.
Heck yeah. Ooh. Huh.
I pressed the button and the panes of glass in the window above seemed to change, but it was hard to tell at night. Without sunlight behind them, all the colors were indistinguishable from one another.
Yeah. So that's why we need it. Okay, let's go talk to that guy then. I just want to go see if there's anything. Probably not. No, doesn't look like it. Just want to check, you know. So
That wasn't going to work.
okay.
Nope. I needed to think of something else. Nope.
Fine then. Also, what do we need the shovel for? Oh, to dig down the fossil, maybe? Dig a hole and put the fossil in? Perhaps?
That wasn't going to work.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here then. Bye, chicken. Yeah, let's go to Dead Nettle.
Good evening, Captain.
If you
I'm the club's new champion billiards player.
did you beat old Pemberley?
Beginner's luck, I suppose.
Ha! Looks like all those days at the Bays haven't paid off, Gifford. Boy, you'll have to have a party to celebrate.
Sure, Moot. Just make sure to get an invitation so you don't have to crash the party. We all know how much you enjoy crashing things.
Oh, below the belt, man.
I better be off.
So long.
I decided to leave Captain Pemberley. Nope. Nope.
Well, we need to make it seem like
That didn't
there's...
The instructions on the fireworks said that it needed to be placed into a launching tube before igniting it.
Oh.
Nope. That didn't work.
Wouldn't that be a launching tube?
I
Just put
couldn't
it
do
in
that.
there and it's a launching tube. A launching tube.
Empty of flowers, I could see that the window box was securely attached to the club's masonry.
Yeah, exactly.
Nope. That didn't work. It was an ornate iron window box. Unlike the others, this one had no flowers in it. Empty of flowers, I could see that the... I needed...
But I need to light it or make it so that it looks like it's
Hello
cloudy.
again, Felix.
Hello again.
Felix, I'm the new billiards champion of the Captain's Club.
You beat Captain Pemberley?
I certainly did.
Oh, thank goodness. Maybe he'll have a rest from it for a little bit. We haven't been able to pry him away from that table for months. I've been hiding those billiard balls, one a week since August. The guy won't give it up. It's cost the club a fortune in billiard chalk.
Oh, so that's why he's
best
had
be
to
casting
come up
off.
with his
Farewell,
own billiard.
Captain.
Okay.
I decided...
You want me to light it now, Ned?
Want me to light her up, Ned?
Not just yet, Mac. I got a bit more fishing to do before I reward myself.
Okay.
I had more important...
Okay, let's just go out to the island and then bury the fossil. That's the only thing I can think of right now. I have so many things, but I have no idea what to use them for.
Inside the puppet theater, I could still hear the two puppeteers arguing with each other. I thought it best to leave them alone.
Crab McCready.
Hello again, Crab.
Hello, Murph.
I'd like to head back.
That's enough.
Okay. Where should I...
Muffy, look what I just
Oh,
found.
I just tell him I found it.
Is that what I think it is? A dinosaur fossil.
Well,
A memento of
not
the behemoths.
really.
A shadow of a bygone age. My very own dinosaur. That's an ammonite, that is.
Yeah.
Really not helping here, Crab.
Just saying.
And it was right here where you were searching. You were right after all.
I was right.
I was like, I know what it's called, I just didn't remember, but yeah, it's an
Shoot,
ammonite.
Papa.
Crab, we're heading back to Dead Nettle. Muffy found what he was looking for.
Glad to hear it. Step aboard.
I thought I was gonna have
Where did
to
your friend
bury
run
it
off to so
so he
fast?
can find it
I have
himself.
no idea, but I think we made a childhood dream come true tonight.
I am so overwhelmed, I might spew right across the deck.
Well, now what? Now I have no idea what to do. Huh. Okay, let me look again then. Okay, we did church. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was either that or the dry ice is what we need. I was thinking about that earlier, but I was like, we have matches and everything. I thought maybe we were doing a fire, but yeah, it makes sense to use the dry ice. Which is probably why we couldn't use this to put this one in. Well, it might be that we can't use it at all to put these two together, but it definitely makes sense since we weren't done using it.
The machine looked ready to operate.
Okay, we have that, and we have water in our bottle, which is what we need to activate the dry ice properly. So let's go. Then we put it out in the flower bed, like I thought we needed to do something with. That nettle. Turn these off. Yeah, sometimes you just need a little push. That's why I really like text walkthroughs, because then you can just read the little tiny bit you need help with, and you don't need to get spoiled for other stuff, because I want to figure it out myself unless I
Empty
get
of
stuck.
flowers, I could see that the...
So I like that you can just look through and be like, oh yeah, that's the part I need. Then I don't get spoiled.
The dry ice clattered into the metal window box.
And water to activate it. There we go.
I poured the contents of the bottle onto the dry ice, and immediately it started to evaporate, filling the area with mist.
Yeah.
Waiter!
So from this, he's like, oh yeah, there's definitely fog
I
coming
told
in.
you, I don't work here.
Do you know how to work a lock at least?
Oh.
Sure I do.
Right.
He doesn't even want to
Well,
go there himself.
Fog's coming in, and someone needs to switch on the lighthouse light. I would do it myself, but that fort's danker than the inside of a sailor's trousers.
Ooh.
Use this key to unlock the gate, then turn on the light with the switch on the ramparts. Think you can handle that?
Sure.
I'm on it.
So by just this, he's like, oh yeah, definitely fog. Can't see anything else though, other than that little bit coming in the one window, but sure. Definitely fog. Okay, let's go to the fort. There it is. Noise. We've had the gunpowder for so long and we haven't used it.
The coat of arms depict...
Can we put this here?
I needed to think of something.
Oh, because it kind of
The
looks
coat
like
of
it.
arms depicted 4 lions surrounding a central flower, topped by a medieval tower.
Yeah, but why does it seem like you're supposed to put something in the middle?
From the
Hang
fort
on.
ramparts, I had an unobstructed view across the entire southeastern coast of the island. Cliffs and crags, waves and water, and an endless horizon.
Hang on.
That wasn't going to...
Yeah, okay. Just checking. Okay, and we need... So it's now turned towards Dead Nettle. Wrong way. Took the long way around, but sure. This is cool, by the way.
As I directed the light along the
Yeah,
coast,
there it
I caught
is.
the polished brooch I'd placed on the cairn, reflecting back the light fantastically, like a signal mirror.
Yeah, and then we'll do this, and then we need to turn it towards... we need to turn it towards the church. But we'll do this first.
I poured the gunpowder into the cannon. I loaded the billiards trophy into the cannon, spherical and solid metal. It was the perfect improvised cannonball. I packed in the gunpowder and makeshift cannonball. Now there were just 2 steps remaining. Aim and fire.
Heck yeah.
Whoa!
And there it went.
The cannon looked like it might still work. If it did, I knew from that evening's previous experience with firearms that 5 steps were required. Gunpowder, shot, ramrod.
Yeah, no, I know. Where are they?
With the brooch at Crossbone Cove reflecting light back from the lighthouse, I knew exactly where to aim.
Heck yeah,
I
we
took
do.
a match out of the matchbook and lit the cannon's fuse. I felt like a pirate captain about to unleash a broadside barrage. Ready the cannons, you scurvy scallywags! Pull the ship to port, down with the mainsail! Buckle your swash and fire!
Whoa. Nice. Damn, look at that moon.
That looks like it might have worked.
Yeah. Also, we need to do this. Get it up to St. Juniper's Church. And one more. There we go.
The lighthouse light was pointed towards the church.
Heck yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's go to the church first.
Walking into the church, I was presented with the sight of the stained
Yeah,
glass
look at
window
that.
illuminated beautifully by the lighthouse beam. They lined up perfectly.
Yeah, nice. Now,
Pressing the button, I noticed something had changed in the stained glass window. Whatever mechanical process it used was a mystery to me, but pressing the button caused the panes of glass to tilt, ever so slightly, so that the white light from the fort was split into 4 different colors that seemed to dance around the window.
how do we know which colors we need though? Is it supposed to only be...
With the lighthouse light... With the lighthouse...
Yep.
With the lighthouse...
No. Okay. So... Nice. There we go.
As soon as the plates in the stained glass window clicked into place, forming a translucent cross at the center, I heard a rumble behind me. The sound of antique machinery somewhere beneath the stone floor.
Cool.
The uneven stone staircase descended beneath the church into a dark, narrow tunnel.
A lot of skulls.
I considered taking one of the skulls, but each seemed firmly immovable and really creepy. The passageway twisted far away from the church, finally emerging in a round room lit only by a pale shaft of moonlight filtering through a narrow hole above. Tombs surrounded me in solemn silence. I had found the sanctuary crypt. The brickwork was crumbling, and although I couldn't dislodge it with my bare hands, I could tell it wouldn't take much force to break through. I needed to know what
Let's go, Murphy. Yeah, the fact that no one was able to find him. He was just stuck down there, poor guy.
I examined the skeleton for clues, but only his key seemed of any value.
Yeah.
You're free now, Yardley. He can't keep you imprisoned anymore.
Poor guy. The Yardley is the first guy we found.
So you are the mortal who is trying to find the lost treasure of Belmore Manor before me.
We saw him.
Rackham.
Yeah,
You know
Rackham.
who
We
I
saw him
am.
at the beach
Surely
earlier.
you must also know that you have started down a foolish path. It will only end in your death, Murphy McCallan.
Don't threaten me.
I know all about your plan, Rackham.
My plan will succeed with or without your interference.
Not if I
I'm
have
afraid
anything
you're
to say
making
about
a
it.
terrible mistake, McCallan. For your own sake, I suggest you leave this island for good.
Nope.
Never. Whether you like it or not, I'm part of this story now too.
Don't let it be said I didn't warn you. If you're so interested in being friends with the dead, perhaps it's time you joined them. Just as Yardley Belmore was entombed alive, so shall you be.
No thank you. No? What are you doing to me? Oh,
Rackham's
shit.
spell had transported me somewhere I couldn't immediately place. I was lying down, my arms pinned to the side of me, my hands only able to feel the grain of the wooden boards to the sides and above and below me.
We're in the
Then I heard the
graveyard.
noise. Something thudding on the boards above me. That's when I realized I was being buried alive.
Yeah.
I pushed on the coffin lid with all my might, telling myself that an inch of cedar was all that separated me from the night air, but it was no use. There wasn't room to swim. Help! Help me! I'm stuck in here.
Who's saying that?
Down here. I'm inside the coffin. I
Yeah,
need
he's
you to
not
get me
gonna
out.
believe us.
You're in the coffin?
Yes.
Pull the other one. Do you think I'm falling for that again?
Wait, what? Really? I'm trapped in here.
I don't know how you're doing it, but I don't believe you. You can't fool old Edgar 3 times with that plan.
Yeah.
Ugh, these tourists are gonna be the death of me.
Poor
the death
guy.
of him? It seemed like my earlier escapades had come back to bite me in the behind.
Yeah.
If I was going to get out, I needed to prove I was down there. It was time for some outside-the-box thinking.
Outside the box thinking. Okay.
The coffin was much too thick to cut. That wasn't going. I fumbled in my pockets and took out the screw jack, bracing it between the floor and the lid. With each crank, the pressure grew and grew, until finally. Hey! Did you get me out of here?
Murphy, what are you doing down there?
I told
Trying
you.
to not be down here.
I'll go fetch a ladder. Don't go anywhere.
Where do you think I could go?
Uh,
Before I'd even reached the top of the ladder, Edgar had fled to the safety of his shack, far away from the grave where he'd inadvertently tried to bury me.
yeah, well, poor guy didn't know we were in there.
One good thing had come out of it. Now I had Yardley's key.
Yeah. Nice. Finally, a Yardley's key.
I didn't need to climb back down into the grave. I couldn't see any whoever.
Okay. Let's go. That poor old guy. You okay? Edgar?
Good evening, Edgar.
Ah!
I found a way into the sanctuary crypt.
You got yourself in there? I thought that place was closed up tighter than a jar of pickles dipped in super glue.
I
Well, that
certainly
was
did. The pattern on
specific.
the entrance was a clue to a secret passage from the church.
Well, I'm envious, Murphy. That's the kind of place I can only dream of ending up.
A dank
Really?
old crypt?
For some, but I see a nice, quiet atmosphere. Plenty of leg room, no nosy neighbors to interrupt your rest. Those skeletons in there don't know how good they have it.
Well, we
It's
can
only
tell
us
you
living
we're...
folk who can actually appreciate it. In my opinion, death's wasted on the dead.
Well, we can tell you the... how to get in, so you can
Can you
be
believe you
there.
almost buried me alive?
If anybody asks you, that never happened. One word of this gets out, and I'll never be allowed near a coffin again.
Well, it wasn't your fault. We were transported in there, which also begs the question, where was the body that was originally in there?
I best be running along.
Goodbye.
Alrighty then, let's go out to the cove.
Blow me down. What's happened here?
I blew it
Did
up.
you do this, Murphy?
I needed to find a way in.
Well, Aladdin, I think you found your magic cave.
Heck yeah. Which is where we should find brother number 2.
The cannon fire had worked. The boulders that had fallen in the rock slide were now rubble strewn across the beach, revealing what I'd been searching for, a dark cave winding into the cliffside. A ghostly glow flickered from the
There
far
he
end of the
is.
cave as I slipped on the seaweed-covered rocks trying to reach it. I began to fear the worst, but as I emerged in
Ooh.
the subterranean chamber, I discovered it was actually the otherworldly glow of plankton. I didn't know if my mind was playing tricks on me, but the rock formations in the cave began to look like a skull and crossbones.
Yeah, it does
So
look like it.
that's why they call it that. I found you, Xavier. Your final expedition won't have been in vain.
Yeah. We'll make sure
I
Rackham
grow
doesn't get
weary
it.
of your inability to heed my warning, Murphy McCallan. No good shall come from you pursuing this.
What are you going to do, huh?
What you've done to
Bury me?
Abigail Belmore cannot be allowed to continue.
Abigail Belmore is dead, as will you be if you continue this pathetic charade.
She deserves to be free, just like all the ghosts of the manor.
You haven't learnt, have you, McCallan? Everything you've done so far has just made the situation worse. Now is the time to back out.
You think
I'll
I'm
never
gonna
do that,
trust
Rackham.
what you
Finding
say?
the treasure is more important to me now than it's ever been.
Then I hope it's a cause you're willing to die for. Just as Xavier Belmore drowned in the rising tide of this cave, so shall you.
How was it a rising tide? I mean, the water isn't even halfway up. It's
When Rackham's
literally
earthquake
just
finally stopped,
tiny
I
bits of
realized
water.
The route I'd followed into the cave was blocked. Tons of impenetrable rock and rubble now stood between me and the outside world. I was trapped. The only source of light was the glowing algae in the water, but even
Which is
that dimmed to
beautiful.
darkness when it went undisturbed in the quiet cave. At any point, the cave could fill up with seawater, drowning me just as it had Xavier. I needed to find a way
Oh,
out.
I guess if the tide comes in, yeah.
There was no way through the wall of rubble, but I couldn't just stay in the cave. I needed to find a way out. I didn't need to bother. I didn't know if my mind was playing tricks, so... I wasn't going to be able to pick up the
Okay. There we go. Then we can shake it to keep it lit.
I scooped up some of the algae water. With a quick shake to agitate it, the bottle began to shine like a blue lantern. As I stood still, I noticed the algae beginning to dim. I'd read that its glow was triggered by vibrations, and without my footsteps, it was getting darker.
Yeah, but I don't see anything to...
There was no way through... I didn't know... So... That didn't...
How are we gonna get out?
High tide would have... That wasn't going to work. I didn't need to pour...
Oh, wait, what is this? Okay, we can't walk out in the water.
It wasn't going to be... The bottle I didn't need to keep it...
Okay.
That wasn't going to...
So what do you need me to do? Yes, there is
As the darkness
something
deepened
there.
in the cave, I began to make out a faint luminescence in the form of a whirlpool. Some turbulence beneath the water was making the algae glow, and I hoped it might be an underwater tunnel.
Yes, it disappeared because I was walking, so I couldn't
It
interact
might have been
with
my
it
only way
anymore.
out, but swimming through the darkness would have been...
Yeah, okay. Let's do it.
The lights below the water didn't offer much chance of escape, but at least it was better than waiting to drown in the cave. Using the bottle of algae as an underwater lantern, I waded into the water, then dived down below the
Why
surface.
wouldn't the captain come check on us, though? I mean, he must have heard and seen
The underwater tunnels felt like a maze.
cave
I pulled myself
collapse.
past jagged rocks and twisting passages, with only the ethereal blue glow of the algae to light my way, until finally, with only seconds of air left in my lungs, I reached the surface.
Murphy, what are you doing
Yeah, I
over
would
there?
have died. I
It's
would have
dangerous
drowned.
to swim out here, you know. You could get washed into a sea cave or something.
Oh, we washed out of a sea cave.
Thanks for the advice, Crab. I'll make a note of that.
Oh, I didn't
Green from the seawater I'd
realize
swallowed,
we destroyed
I
the
could at least
cairn.
say I'd survived being drowned, and now I had Xavier's key.
Yeah, we destroyed the cairn. That's...
Hello again, Crab.
Hello, Murphy.
Take me to Dead
I'd
Net.
like to head back to Dead Nettle, please.
Net Nettle.
Hop
Why
aboard,
do I
Murphy.
think... I keep thinking it's Dead Net. It's Dead Nettle. Okay, we have 2 of the keys. So...
It was an old silver coin with a tiny inscription. Using the microscope in the jeweler's, I'd revealed that it read, "Into the palm of a prince."
Yeah. Huh. Can I show it to him?
What do you think of this coin?
Oh, very interesting. Though I'm afraid with these old spectacles, I can't make out what the engraving says.
Okay. Yeah, I know what it says.
I had nothing else.
In... To the
It was an old
hands
silver
of-
coin with a
into
tiny
the palm
inscription.
of a prince.
Using the microscope in the jeweler's, I'd revealed that it read, "Into the palm of a prince."
Huh. Into the palm of a prince. Has to be somewhere in the... Or, be...
Hello again, Crab.
Hello, Murphy.
Oh! into the palm of a prince. I know.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
It's the statues at the back of the manor. Yeah, it's these, right? Or no? Oh, maybe not. I thought I was onto something.
Stark trunk of the tree didn't offer any
I was sure I was onto something. Well, let's go in.
Two sea deities stared at me with disapproving eyes. I didn't know what I could have done to disappoint a statue. I couldn't. Don't worry, Abigail. I don't.
We still need.
That didn't.
Welcome.
I have some more questions.
Ask away.
Tell me again, how can I find the body of Cecil Belmore, the scientist?
Cecil's body lies in a hidden laboratory, and you must find it. Cecil never told anyone where he conducted his work, but in happier times he created a treasure hunt for his brothers, were they ever to seek him out. That is your lifeline, Murphy. Follow the trail of clues to reach that laboratory. I sense the first clue lies in Cecil's bedroom.
Yeah.
May fate.
The portrait had transformed to show the man being bricked up in an alcove. The portrait had transformed to show the man drowning. The portrait had transformed to show the man stabbed in the back.
Yeah, we found these two. So it has to be in the manor somewhere, right? In the palm of a prince.
Gazing into the portrait's eyes sent a shudder through me, and I realized that didn't. The trunk was empty. The chest contained. I had more. I still had a key to put into the fireplace.
Yeah, I know.
The apparatus looked like. I couldn't do.
Into the palm of a prince.
I'd already carried a shrunken head around, and I especially. There was nothing else in the. The bag was empty of everything but papers covered in an The books covered all manner of scientific subjects, magnetism.
But also, what is this? Huh. And why can't we do anything
The apparatus
with this?
looked like the handiwork of a mad scientist. I thought it was best not to mess with it. Who knew what sort of reaction I might set off?
Well, just isn't this a prince?
That wasn't going to work. Weapons weren't my...
Hem.
didn't have any.
Oh, the hand of a prince. I knew there had to be a statue.
I wondered what I could do with the coin-sized indentation in the statue's hand. Following the inscription on the coin and realizing that the metallic statue depicted an Indian prince, I took a close look at the statue's palm. For the first time, I noticed a slight circular indentation, about the size of a coin. I placed the coin into the statue's hand. It fit
Yeah, I
the
forgot
indentation
about this one.
exactly into the palm of a prince. No sooner had I done it than I heard sparks and hums coming from inside the statue. That's when I realized it wasn't a statue at all. It was an automaton. A robotic figure made to move with cogs, wires, and electrical pulses. It seemed to be fighting to move, but then, nothing.
Well, blow me over with a dandelion. I didn't expect anyone to get that working again.
It's not doing much.
Joints will be frozen, I should think. No wonder after all these years. Another job for me to do, and a dangerous one at that. Who knows how many volts Master Cecil ran through that thing to get it moving.
Yeah, so we need the... maybe we can use these. We need the grease. Yeah, I totally forgot about that one. I was thinking it was one of the statues in the back. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. We okay? No, we're not. We okay now? I think we're back. Okay. That's scary. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here. Okay. Let's go. We need that grease. Mill. Yes. He didn't say we couldn't, so... yeah, finally.
Using one of the cotton flags, I scooped up some of the gloppy grease.
Finally. Okay. Oh, I saw him again. Did you see that? He was there. He keeps watching us. Not that one, that one. So I have two. What's the second one for?
Using the flag soaked in grease, I began to oil the automaton's joints.
Okay. Let's try this again.
Placed the
then.
coin back in the automaton's hand and watched.
There we go. Wouldn't work like that, but sure. You're just greasing it a little bit with a rag.
The cap of the
wouldn't
scroll
do that.
case opened and revealed something inside.
You would have to
there's
soak
life in the old
it.
thing yet. Gives us all hope, doesn't it?
What does it say?
I picked up the piece of paper that had fallen from the statue. Unrolling it, I discovered it was a death certificate, all
Oh.
filled in except for one key piece of information. The name was missing. It was certainly a clue, but who did it belong to?
This is to certify that someone has died on the first day of April in the year of our Lord 1898 and was respectfully and expeditiously buried at St. Jupiter's Church Cemetery on the 31st day of March in the year of our Lord 1898. How does that work? If he died on the 1st of April, how were they buried on the 31st? That's not how that works. Witness Mr. Cecil Belmore and Undertaker Mr. Edgar.
It was a
Edgar
death
Kettle.
certificate. The name had been left blank.
Yeah, but also the date is wrong. April comes after March. So if they died on the 1st, they couldn't have been buried on the 31st of March. Let's go talk to Edgar. Yeah. Oh, Edgar! I need you to look at this.
Does this death certificate mean anything to you? The name hasn't been filled in, but it says you were the Undertaker.
Of course I was. Nobody else on the island would do it, now would they?
I was wondering if you remembered who it was you buried.
That was over 30 years ago. Do you know how many bodies I've buried in my career? I couldn't tell one corpse from the other. This may surprise you, but I don't get that attached to them. They don't make for very stimulating conversation.
Well,
Is there any way I
Belmore
could
was
find
a
out who it was?
Well, you've got the date they were buried. Maybe there was an obituary.
Thank you.
Okay. Where would there be an obituary?
The death certificate must have been written up in relation to what?
Okay. So, the church then? No, of course. We go to the newspaper. Of course. Of course, of course. That's not all.
As I returned to the docks, I realized that Dead Nettle's usual smell of sea breeze and rotting fish had been replaced by something far more pleasant.
Ooh!
The smoky scent of a fish I thought I recognized.
Has he, caught? Yeah! Oh.
Hello again, Mac. I hope you don't mind, but you left your fish hanging there. No sense in letting the fish that size go to waste. I've started cooking it up. It'll be the tastiest fish this side of the Mississippi.
Dude.
We can tuck in as soon as it's cooked.
I tried to hide the realization growing on my face. A mouthful of taxidermy stuffing and chipped teeth from the iron horseshoe hidden inside wouldn't be the culinary sensation Ned was after.
Yeah.
Sounds great, Ned. The fish was far too hot to pick up, and I was sure Ned wouldn't have wanted me to extinguish his grill. I didn't need the fish I'd supposed. I didn't need to set the fish. Good evening, Ned.
Hello again, Mac.
Ned, I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm not sure that fish is edible.
Yeah.
Nah, Mac. Don't be so modest.
No, really, I think there's something inside the fish that shouldn't be there.
You almost had me there, Mac.
Ned was a nice guy, seemingly too nice to believe what I'd stowed in that fish.
To tell him though.
How's the grilled pancoza coming along?
Sizzling up nicely. I have to keep checking it every few minutes. Make sure the fire isn't too hot. Make sure the skin doesn't get too charred. But don't worry, I'll let you know as soon as we're ready to eat.
Yeah.
Catch you later, Ned.
See you around, Mac.
I would have burnt.
Oh.
I didn't need to set the grill. I didn't want to ignite the greasy rag.
But it felt like you
I
wanted
didn't want
us
to blow.
to do something with it. Guess not. Well, let's go here then. Poor guy. Also, shouldn't he have started to smell it right away? Or even when he touched it, he would be like, this isn't a real fish.
Well, look who it is. Murphy, I've been hearing talk of someone wandering the island on a crime spree. And look who comes walking through the door.
I can explain.
Explain what? We've got no time for your blabber. I need your help to catch him. You're an auditor, aren't you?
I used to be.
You must be used to prying that big nose of yours into other people's business.
Big nose?
It's a
Yeah,
honker,
what the
Murphy.
hell?
Now, put it to good use
No,
and
it's
help me
not.
sniff out who this Devil's Rock devil is.
It's me.
What's he been up to?
Given age-restricted voodoo
Hey,
artifacts to an
it's
8-year-old.
me.
Let loose a dangerous domesticated alligator, broken into Belmore Manor, trespassed at Baxter's Mill, handled prohibited alcohol, recklessly knocked over historic explosives, impersonated the dead, and, get this, bellowsed a chicken.
Yeah.
A monster.
Know anything about it?
Can't say that I do.
Well, keep your eyes open. If a good and just citizen like me allows those with such wickedness to get away with their heinous deeds, then what has become of us as a society?
Is that really the reason?
Of course not. I might sell some newspapers out of this.
Evelyn
Well-
seemed busy, and I didn't have anything else to ask her.
Yeah, but
Can I take a look in the filing cabinets?
Sorry, McAllen. Employees only. And we're a one-woman operation here these days.
I'm trying to track a burial down, and I think the date might match up with an old edition of the newspaper.
I hear you. Why don't you write up your request and lodge it with our archival department?
Where's the archival department?
In any trash can you can find.
I don't like you.
Yes?
Hi. Evelyn, quick! The most scandaling outside right now.
Pull the other one, McAllen. I'm busy here. Now, let's see. What was I writing? Oh, yes. Bankruptcy, incarceration, humiliation.
Is that for an expose?
No, the horoscopes.
What do the horoscopes have in store for me?
What star sign are you?
Scorpio?
I'm
a Virgo.
Oh dear, oh dear.
What does it say?
I think you're best not knowing. I don't know why I bother writing horoscopes, to be honest. There's no future in it.
I think I better be going.
Stay sharp, Murphy.
I didn't want to get ink all over me trying to carry the canister around. I need... Nope. On the floor
What?
was a large canister filled with dark black printer's ink. Around it, the floor...
Yeah. But we need to...
Nope. I couldn't... Evelyn seemed bit...
So we need to do something to catch her attention.
The clothesline was decidedly out of reach, even for a person who wanted to steal someone's freshly laundered undergarments. I wasn't one of those people.
Set fire to it?
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Uh-huh.
Nope.
Also, can we...
That wasn't going to... Nope. I couldn't do that.
Okay.
Good evening, Captain.
If you...
I switched on the lighthouse light.
Do you want a medal?
Yes, please.
I better be off.
So long.
Hello again, Captain.
Welcome back, Captain.
Don't tell anyone I told you this, but the maitre d' has been hiding the billiard balls. That's why you don't have enough to play a full game.
Felix has been purloining my balls?
Every week for 3 months.
Yeah.
I feel tremendously
That was also a
violated.
way of saying it.
I shall be writing a letter of complaint to the club secretary. A man's balls are sacred.
Billiard balls?
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
I best be running along. Enjoy your evening.
Farewell, Captain McAllen.
You're gonna get a complaint.
I had nothing else. Hello again, Crab.
Hello, Murphy.
I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Feel like there should be something I can do with Ned.
I decided to leave.
Don't touch it now, Matt.
I didn't have.
Okay, let me look again. Okay, we done all this. We've done all of this. Oh, I knew there was something I had to do.
If Ned wanted to wait until the fish was cooked to tuck in, it was time to turn up the heat.
Knew there was something I would have to do.
Whoa! We don't want you overdone, little fishy. Time to cut you open. Ready for a taste sensation, Mac?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Hand me back that knife, would you?
Oh, poor guy. Sorry, Ned.
That's strange. There's something in here.
Yeah.
A horseshoe.
Now, how did that get in there?
Mac, I think your fish is stuffed.
Well, knock me over with a herring. I'm shocked. Does this mean my record doesn't count?
I hate to break it to you.
Did I hear what I think I heard?
There we go.
Out of the way, Buster.
Evelyn, what took you so long?
The record-breaking Pancosa was stuffed. The new record was a sham.
Oh, no!
Murphy, what have you got to say for yourself?
You've caught me red-handed. Well, I don't mean to be coy with you, but this cuts me to the soul. I only entered for the halibut. I can't believe I'm herring this right. I'm cracking up. I'm floundering. I'm carping on and on. I need to clear my head, but let me know if you need anything else from me.
I think you've got more of a future in the funny pages than serious journalism, Murphy. Kips, have you got time for an interview with the Juniper Parish Gazette?
Evelyn homed in on Ned like a dog with a bone and no sense of personal boundaries.
Do you hold any other records?
I feel like she should have just let us look at the records, though. Like, well, what would that harm be?
Using the date from the death certificate, I began to search through the newspaper's archives.
Newspaper archives literally are open for everyone, aren't they?
And then I found it. In the bottom corner of the newspaper was a small announcement showing that the person buried on that date was named Eleanor Hines. I ripped out the announcement and replaced the newspaper.
I still don't understand. They must have written it wrong on the death. Yeah, the burial.
It was the obituary I'd ripped from the newspaper giving the burial date of someone named Eleanor Hines.
Yeah, so how did she die on the 1st of
McCallan,
April?
I told you can't go back there.
Whoops, look at the time. I've really got to be going. I had a name to go along with the death certificate. Now it was time to find out where they were buried.
So, how is she dead the 1st of April and buried on the 31st? That is the weirdest thing I've seen. Okay.
Do you know where I can find this grave?
Eleanor Hines? Name rings a bell, but I can't remember the face. She must be around here somewhere, though.
Yeah, no shit, Edgar. It's the only place it could be.
I began searching the graves for the name in the clipping. Eleanor Hines.
I'm so glad I don't have to do this myself.
I discovered a small headstone at the center of the cemetery, partially covered in moss and lacking any date whatsoever. So this was where Eleanor Hines had been buried. Except, now that I was looking at it etched in large letters, I began to realize something. The name was an anagram. Here lies
No one.
But
That
if a
makes
person
sense.
wasn't buried here. What was?
That makes a lot more sense.
To say digging up a grave felt eerie would be an understatement.
There he is again.
If something was down there, I needed to find out what it was.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense, because she died on the
took out
1st
the
of
shovel
April,
and
buried
began
on
to
the
dig.
31st. And 1st of April is April Fool's. Of course. So no one is
Eventually,
buried there.
I found
April
something.
Fools. Ooh, what's in the box? What's in the box?
Not a coffin, but instead, a battered old chest.
Ooh. Oh, it's a lens. Yeah. The tail
I
of the
opened
mermaid.
the chest I dug up from the grave and found two things of interest. A round glass lens and an engraving in the lid of the chest.
Yes, we need to find the tail of the mermaid.
I picked up the glass lens.
Let's go. Back to the manor
That
we
wasn't
go.
going to work.
Why not? Huh? What do you mean? I'm just going this way. Back to the manor we go. Also, the mermaid's tail. There's a mermaid here.
The two sea deities stared at me with disapproval.
Yeah, but it says
Two
mermaid.
sea deities.
Never mind. I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too.
The small lens fit perfectly on the end of the telescope. I immediately looked through it to see what it would reveal. I spy with my little eye the next clue. The creek meandered all across the peninsula. Surely that was too much to search.
Can I move?
I'd already walked that road numerous times. Was there something along it I was missing?
Mermaid's tail.
The creek meandered all across the peninsula. Surely the bayou would have been an easy place to hide something in.
So can I not move it?
The creek meandered all across the peninsula. Surely that was too much to search.
Huh. Oh, there we go. Ah, okay.
The clearing offered plenty of places to bury the next clue.
Yeah, but we are looking for... Oh!
Perhaps there was something important about the weather vane, but I couldn't put my finger on what it was.
Yeah, we need a mermaid's tail. Is this a mermaid's tail?
Perhaps a shipwreck lay somewhere off the coast?
Can we... No, okay, we can only go side to side. Mermaid's tail. Oh, there she is.
Tail of the mermaid. This must have been the location described in the chest's inscription, but looking through the gap in the weather vane, all I could see was darkness. With no easy path to it, I couldn't justify risking my life trekking through overgrown wilderness and the alligator-infested bayou unless I was sure something was there. I needed some way to light up the bayou. Maybe the top of the outcrop would provide a different perspective on something? Using the firework to light up the bayou was a great idea. I just needed to launch it from the Belmore Manor roof, if I could find something to serve as a launch tube. Nope. That wasn't going to work.
Really? Okay. Uh-huh.
The firework dropped snugly into the drain pipe. If it needed a launch tube to fire, this was the closest I was going to get.
Well, we could have used this, but sure. Here.
I took a match out of the matchbook, dragged it against the striker, and lit the firework. Illuminated by the glow of the fireworks, I could see something through the mermaid weather vane. It looked like a wishing well.
Really? Okay. If you say so. Look at that! Oh, it's so cool how it changes like that. That stuff actually happens. Movements happen on the map like that. So cool. Let's go. We're on our way to find the last brothers.
My route to the well had me clambering over fallen tupelo trees and trudging through knee-deep water, lit only by moonlight and accompanied only by the overly curious critters at the bayou. But eventually, I found it.
Yeah.
The rope looked like it could bear my weight, if only I could lower it into the well first. The crank slid into the gear mechanism perfectly.
Hell yeah. Get it down there.
I'd heard of throwing a coin down a well to make a wish, but never of throwing yourself down. I just had to hope a 30-year-old rope could still hold my weight.
Yeah, hopefully. Also, is this how he got to his hideout every time? Cecil was just like, ah yes, let's get down here.
With some luck, I found I'd landed on a metal platform jutting out into the hollow of the well. Clearly, I wasn't the first person to come down here, although the previous visitor might have arrived here more gracefully.
Yeah, but really he went down here by rope each time?
Unless I planned on jumping even further down into the well, the alcove looked like the only route out. But as I ran my hands over the bumps in the darkness, I couldn't find anything but cold, wet stone. If there was something there, I'd need some illumination to find it.
Couldn't you get that from there? I guess not.
I picked up the rope and the spindle it was attached to.
Let me make a torch.
The flag was made from the type of material that would give you a rash. A torch made from it would have burned up in an instant.
Yeah, this one.
Knowing how flammable the grease-soaked cotton would be, I wrapped it around the spindle to form a rudimentary torch.
There we go.
I took the final match out of the matchbook, careful not to drop it onto the wet floor, and ignited the torch.
How did Cecil manage to get
Torch
everything
burned
down
brightly,
here?
dancing light into the
Build
formerly
this.
dark alcove. And that's when I saw it. Hidden within the rock face was a small metal box with a button on it.
I mean, how the hell did he get all this down here?
I pressed the button and immediately heard the sound of sparking electricity, seemingly coming from within the rocks themselves. And then...
Oh. Uh-oh.
The passageway meandered like a labyrinth through the underground rock. With each step, I felt more and more lost, and ready to turn back.
Shouldn't we have taken it with
Then
us?
up
Wouldn't
ahead,
it have been...
I saw a glimmer of light.
Wouldn't it have been just as dark here and we would have needed a torch?
The top of the stairs appeared to be a dead end, but the wooden board blocking my way and the muffled sounds of electricity suggested there was more to this passageway than met the eye. I placed my hands on the obstruction and pushed.
Oh.
I emerged into a dimly lit office that seemed to have been taken over by frighteningly active machinery. And from the familiar groaning of wood,
it's
I
in the
realized
mill.
where I was.
Right? This is the mill. Hang on though.
The scrawls looked like the writings of a madman. I could identify words in Latin and strange occult symbols, but pieced together, they looked like they'd only have meaning to their author.
Okay.
So this was the generator that the water wheel was powering. This was what was bringing the spark of life to Cecil's experiments. The door was locked, even on this side, but I knew it must have led to the main room of the mill.
Why would it still be locked though? That's weird.
It didn't feel right pulling the dagger from the skeleton. I solved your treasure hunt, Cecil. I hope you don't mind me taking this as my reward.
Here we go again.
Murphy McCallan, you will pay for your insolence.
I have the third key now, Rackham. The treasure doesn't belong to you. I will get to the Belmore treasure before you.
Do you think this is a game, Murphy McCallan? You are toying with things beyond your understanding.
I think you're just nervous that I'm closer to finding the treasure than you are.
I will not be defeated by a mere mortal. Even if you claim the treasure, I will haunt you to the ends of the earth. There will be no escape from the terror and misery I will bring down upon you.
Not if we find a way to stop you.
I will turn your every dream into an unending nightmare.
I've survived your attempts to kill me twice now, Rackham. Maybe you're not as powerful as you think you are.
Even with the 3 keys, do you really think you can beat me to the treasure, Murphy? You are a mortal. I am an all-powerful spirit. I have looked upon the face of death, and still I remain here.
Then how
Now
have you not
it's
found the
time
treasure,
for
huh?
you to look upon death too. Just as Cecil Belmore's blood poured from his body, so shall yours.
Oh, is he putting us on the sawmill? Yep.
Rackham's telekinetic powers had dropped me onto the mill's conveyor belt. My wrists and ankles now tied with the same wire that was strewn about the mill. But at least the buzzsaw wasn't on. And then it got even worse.
Hello?
With inches to spare, the belt snagged on the warping wooden frame and gave me a chance of escape. Acutely aware that it could catch again any moment and send me hurtling into the spinning blade. With my hands and feet bound, I couldn't reach my belongings.
Well...
Carefully, I held the wire wrapped around my wrists against the spinning blade. It cut through them like butter, just like it would do to me if I couldn't get my ankles free. No matter how hard I pulled, I couldn't snap it. With seconds left, I hacked into the wires with the scissors and just managed to cut through them. With my legs free, I swung myself off the conveyor belt. I'd survived being cut in half, and now I had Cecil's key. That was it. All 3 skeleton
Yay.
keys. Now it was time to open the
Skeleton
vault.
keys. Also, Rackham is a ghost. He can literally teleport in and out and come through walls and stuff. How has he not been able to go through the brick wall in the fireplace and go find the treasure? Like, Gorgon's Well. Let's go.
I placed the first key into the mantelpiece. The key didn't fit that.
Oh.
I placed the second key into the mantelpiece. I placed the third key into the mantelpiece and immediately heard a click.
Oh, you didn't need to turn. Oh, they turn by themselves. Okay. Also, if he's watching us the entire time, how does he not know that the entrance is here? We were literally talking with Belmore, with Miss Belmore. Right
I
in
didn't
front
know
of her.
what exactly I was going to discover beneath the house, but it was time to find out.
I wouldn't go down there if I were you.
Well,
This
I
is the
have
only
to.
way to save everyone in the house. I need to see what's down there.
A cry for help will make no sound. With
Oh,
secrets
there he was
deep
again.
below the ground, dare he walk into the black. For once he's in, he won't come back.
Well, you're creepy. Yeah, the Coffin Stone is the next chapter. And I will end it there for this part. So thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the
The
next...
staircase
Oh,
coiled down and
actually,
down beneath the house,
hang on.
carved out of the very rock the house sat on. Lit only by flickering lanterns, I worked my way towards the green glow beckoning me at the end of the tunnel. Finally passing through the frame of a large metal door and into the Belmore Vault.
And now I will end it. So thank you so much for watching this part of Foolish Mortals, and I see you in the next episode, which will be the last. Bye!